And hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Where's the death mark?
Welcome to this week's episode of the Eberron campaign. Hard Knock Dice. It's us. Us. Hi. I'm Jonesy, your dungeon master for the evening.
Ian Noir again.
I did. This is I, Cheeto Dust Noir.
I'm Jonesy, your dungeon master, and these guys around me are the awesome player characters and my best friends. Today we are going to continue on with our campaign set in the Eberron universe. Currently, not on Eberron, it would so seem. But nonetheless, unless anybody has anything to say, we're going to go ahead and start off with a recap because we got a lot to do.
I was gonna say your awesome cast doesn't feel so awesome right now. Some of them, anyway.
I'm gonna fucking die.
So last week we left off. Our party was making their way through this pretty horrid land that they were searching, trying to find the cause of this magical disease. In doing so, they found themselves crossing some planar boundaries, or so it seemed, into a place called the Black Marsh. After battling some beasts summoned by an odd feminine figure, who promptly stepped back through the portal, and they defeated these beasts, they continued through on the night because as they found their friend Milo catatonic and unable to respond to anything. The party, in an effort to make sure that his condition didn't worsen any further, because the only step under catatonic is death, so it seems, they push on through these swamplands, running to the Ashen Wood. They end up finding, at least seemingly, a source of this magical disease after hiding Milo's incapacitated form under some brush and ash, and Gandalin using his cloak of elvenkind to sort of assist with this. The party tried to sneakily move up to this compound that they saw, a raised platform probably about 30 feet above them. Unfortunately, the party's exhaustion got to them while trying to sneak across this sort of barren wasteland and approaching this compound, and they seem to attract the ire of some flesh beings. Just skin, animated skin is what they attracted. After a short but horrifying battle, they made their way up to the gate of this elevated compound, where a giant version of these animated skins sort of peeked over the fence, looked at them, and just slightly cocked his head. And that's where we ended. So, much as we did last week, I would love so much if everybody could roll some initiative for me, please. And we're going to switch over to our battle screen.
And where exhaustion causes disadvantage on initiative.
It does. It is an ability check.
Okay.
Not bad.
With disadvantage, that changed dramatically.
I need to
Could be
roll
worse.
some initiatives myself. So.
Initiatives.
It's only initiative.
Did you say plural, Jones?
I did.
I see one flesh
No,
man.
Norgog. Okay.
Norgog is one of them.
Oh.
And Norgog did not do bad.
The
Good.
giant one's like an APC. He's just full of them.
Oh, no, it just like opens up and then just come pouring up.
He just leans over the wall and starts vomiting guys on top of us. That
That's
is a
when we
horrific
say,
image. I
Oh.
love it.
Sorry, Milo, we're going home.
It's going to be
It's
an awesome
fun to say
image in
that.
the Hard Knock Dice comic.
This was Hard Knock Dice round 1, and we lost round 1.
All right.
Oh god, my neck.
25 to 20. Let's hear it.
20.
Malcolm coming in strong
21.
with a 20. Oh, all right.
Forgot I was muted.
RTM with a 21. Melgrim with a 20.
Nice, good job, fellas.
Well done. All right. 20 to 15.
15.
15,
Nice.
15. Good job.
Okay. Good job, guys. pretty good so far.
Who has the higher dex of you two?
+4.
Okay, so Crowley.
He does.
So we got Crowley, Gorham. Actually, Norgog rolled a 15 with you guys.
Wow,
He's got a +5. Okay.
that's pretty good.
He does not.
But the majority of our party did pretty good.
I like how Mackie says "Rip Milo" or whatever. All
God
right.
damn,
Um,
that's fucked up, dog.
15 to 10.
11.
All
Oh,
right.
no.
10 to 5. 5 Kaushik.
Initially I rolled a 19, but this time I rolled a 6. So
That's all right. Not a bad place for the cleric to be in initiative order. All right. Combat music up a little bit. Just a little bit so we can do this thing. Artyom coming in strong at the very top of initiative. What would you like to do, sir? As currently you see this thing, hands on the gate, just sort of turning its head, looking at all these snacks that seem to come by.
Oh man, I guess I'll give him a full course meal, and I will cast Polymorph on myself, turning myself into a giant ape.
All right. Let's see. Do you have a token for it?
I do indeed.
Awesome. Let's see it. You may need to move up a couple of steps before you cast it. Otherwise, you may knock some of your friends off of this
Yeah.
this ledge.
I can't embiggen myself.
That's a big monkey.
Is it
It's
large
even
or
bigger
huge?
I
than
got
that.
you.
It's
Huge.
huge.
It is
It's
huge. So it needs to go up one more size, correct?
Yep,
Big
correct.
monkey.
All right.
oh, he's cute. He kind of looks like Turk from Tarzan.
You are the only person I know that would call that thing cute. There are two ugly things in front of y'all right now. All right.
Monkey.
So you move up a couple of steps, casting polymorph on yourself, turning yourself into. Describe your giant ape for us, if you will.
It's a big, giant, awkwardly pale, silver gorilla, and its eyes glow in the same weird teal color as Artyom's, and a lot of its hair seems like it's sort of awkwardly floating, like as if it was submerged in water. And where there's generally pink on the gorilla skin, it's like a weird, almost like slick, nasty teal.
Gross.
Gross, yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
gross.
Anything else for your
All
turn?
right.
You've only used about 10 feet of your movement, or anything else that you would like to do?
Nope.
Okay.
That's it. I'm letting people hop on if they want to.
All right. Melgrim, it is going to be your turn. Actually, Artyom, with you being taller than the fence currently, as you are also a huge creature, you get some insights as to what lies in this compound. As you look over and see behind this giant animated skin, not too far, this guy.
He's a large creature?
He is indeed a large creature.
That's a big boy.
As you sort of grow in size and look over this, you hear,
Well, won't you make a fun toy? Welcome.
all
That
right,
makes me uncomfortable.
Melgrim.
Can we all hear that?
Yes,
spoke?
yes.
Okay.
This sort of booming voice echoing out across this compound.
Well, that is not good.
All right, Melgrim, what you doing, buddy?
Yep. We're gonna excuse me, brother. Climb on top of our team.
All right, you're just gonna climb up
Realizing,
the fur.
this must be what he meant.
Okay. Make an athletics check for me. Just a straight roll.
No disadvantage.
Oh, he's got advantage. Well, you're not raging currently, so it is at disadvantage actually.
15.
15.
Oh, that's
All right, not bad.
one
You
less.
you take it and you climb up. Let's see. What's your movement speed? 5, 10,
35.
20, 25. So you can climb up about 10 feet, getting you to about RTM's waist. RTM's 8 forms, about his waist currently. About, you can't really see over the gate at this height, but you're nearly eye level with it currently. All right. That's going to bring us to one of our friends here.
God damn it.
Not the
Oh.
giant,
Oh, good.
but the creature within.
Not great.
You can see
Papa
RTM
Smurf.
now. Is going to, let's see here. What is he going to do?
Papa Smurf.
It's the worst Smurf experience
I'll say
ever.
Smurfs are supposed to be small. They're not supposed to be fucking big.
All right, he's gonna actually make 2 ranged attacks at RTM.
Son of a shit.
All right.
RTM, as you see him sort of start whirling his hands together and reach his fingers out. And you've seen this before. Well, actually, no, you didn't. So never mind. I was gonna say Barrick saw this, not you. Forgot you were too far away for that. Yep.
It's 2 15s on concentration checks if they hit.
Okay, it's a 23 to hit for the first one, and
Yeah, it's a
16 to hit on the second one.
yeah, they both hit.
Okay. All right.
AC's 12 for the big guy.
Okay.
Not hard to hit.
So
He's
I
a
actually need
tank.
a couple of more dice.
Oh God, I don't like hearing that at all.
I'm just gonna go ahead and roll for both of them. You take 37 points of fire damage,
Okay.
and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Shit.
That is 20, non-natural.
Okay. That's using the ape's mental stats.
Oh, that's right.
Ooh.
16.
Oh no.
Okay. RTM, I need you to roll 2 things for me. What's your reach?
Doesn't say it has an increased reach, but I mean it's a huge creature, so I'd assume it'd probably be 10 feet,
Okay.
maybe 15.
All right. In that case, I need you to roll a d6 for me. 1,
10 foot.
10 foot. So I need you to roll a d6 for me.
Oh wait, hold on, real quick.
Okay.
I'm within 10 feet, so that should be a 19.
Should be a
Gorham.
19. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's within 10 feet of Gorham.
Okay. All right then. Yeah. No effect. No effect. All right.
That was
Um,
almost instant doom.
All right. After doing that, our team, you get hit by these fire, and the fire itself hurts. It is actual fire, but you see the fire not catching your fur on fire, but instead sinking into your skin, causing this overwhelming rage to build up within inside of you.
Oh God.
I'm already not a happy monkey.
All right.
You said that was
Okay.
37 points of fire damage?
Correct.
All right.
All right. He's actually happy with his position currently. So that's going to bring us around to Crowley, and then Gorham, you are on deck.
Turn to monkey.
Crowley is going to. Oh man, such a. He's gonna look up at the giant flap of skin and say, "Oh, you're not too scary at all," and vicious mockery.
Okay. All right. What is that? A wisdom saving throw?
It is.
All right.
Mock that bitch.
That is their wisdom is wonderful. It's their best stat, honestly.
Hell yeah.
It's a 12.
I figured
Fails.
charisma would be their best stat.
Oh, that's even better,
no.
actually. You're right. Yeah.
Jesus.
He is a pretty boy.
We'll try out these. Oh, that's a
Makes me
total of
comfortable.
3 damage, which is
Okay.
very strong. And disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
All right.
That'll end Crowley's turn.
All right. What was the damage again?
3.
3.
Remember that. That's a lot of damage.
What
Joe.
was the type?
Let's see. It is psychic damage.
Okay.
Are you gonna use your move action at all?
Nah, I'm good.
All right.
Agree.
Ending
not
Crowley's
100%.
turn. That's going to bring us around to Gorham.
So I can't move my token for whatever reason, but I do want to climb on the monkey.
Return to monkey.
Controlled. Let's see.
Did you move what layer his token is on?
No,
On
I had to put a different token. You should be able to control it now.
I see.
Thank you.
Yep.
It totally makes sense now.
We
All
are
right.
one, brother.
Yes.
What's your movement
Let's
speed
go.
there, Gorham? 5, 10, 15,
Like 25, right?
25. All right, make an athletics check for me. This is going to be at disadvantage.
It's gotta be an athletics check.
Yeah, you're gripping onto gorilla
To
fur
monkey.
and like just trying to climb him currently.
Can we
Yes,
parkour up the monkey?
I got a 9.
a 9. Unfortunately, just trying that your exhausted muscles currently not able to force your way up there. Would you like to do anything with your action?
Nope.
All right, you could dash, and I'd give you another check at it, using your action to dash.
Sure.
Okay. Another athletics check. Okay. After taking a second, sort of shaking your tired muscles out, you grab onto the fur and you climb up right there beside your brother. All right. And in your turn, that's going to bring us around to Norgog.
Good shit.
Let's see.
Come on, Norgog. Please.
Norgog is going to try to fall into a support role here, seeing that his best bet is probably the gigantic ape that is in front of him. He is going to run up right here beside you, RTM, and is going to cast Cure Wounds at level 2.
Okay.
He said keep the ape up.
2, 7. You heal for 10.
All right.
That is his action. And
What a guy.
how much movement? 5, 10,
Half
15.
the team's half dead and be like, this 8 though, with 120 hit points left.
Well, he's not up there to Melgrim or anybody quite yet, so and he sees this as his best chance of survival right here. Is also going to make an athletics check at disadvantage. Unfortunately, too exhausted, he also cannot climb.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, that is going to bring us to the giant's turn. He's going
He's
to
coming.
try to, no, as he reaches across the fence, Crowley attempting to grab and pick you up. Is going to be at disadvantage because of vicious mockery. It's a 15 and a 16. Plus,
+8.
it is +8 actually, 23 to hit.
Oh my goodness, that was just me.
Can't you dick?
He didn't
Spoken
change the
into
text.
reality.
He didn't change the text. That is a 23.
Oh my god.
That
This
was
is-
a joke.
Get you fool.
He fails
You absolute buffoon.
because I use my reaction and I disappear as a skeletal hand reaches up and pulls me down.
All right, where do you disappear to?
Well, first of all, The skeletal hand reaches up and grabs 5 others as well.
Okay.
Oh shit.
30 feet, wherever you guys want to go.
All right.
Ooh.
Yo, get inside that gate.
All of you.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think fighting these guys at the same time is the move.
I didn't say
Well,
you had
I'm
to.
already fighting one of them, so and the last time could totally metagame
But-
in here. Last time you made me almost kill all of you, so I don't know. Maybe we should ignore the big guy and destroy the real threat.
What are you guys doing? This is a reaction.
It is indeed a reaction.
I'm
30
going
feet.
to roll an intelligence. Well, I mean, would I instinctively know this?
Instinctively know what?
That I can move in this manner as a dumb ape.
It is an option granted to you by your party member. I'm not going to rob you of that because of your current intelligence.
Let's get him, Milgram. Let's fucking smoke his shit. We got this. We can reach him.
Yeah, let's get in there. I'm fucking homie. Fuck the bullshit. I'm
Alright.
a big mad ape, and I'm about to. We gonna smash.
30 feet
Yes.
is the range. All right.
Yep.
All right.
In we go.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Kaushik, are you moving as well? Oh, it's 5 creatures, so it's everybody's taking their move except for Crowley. So Kaushik, you are left outside of the gate currently.
Oh,
Okay.
I mean, she can
Norgog's
move.
still up there too.
Yeah, Norgog. I gave it to.
It is
you.
currently
Yeah.
Gandalin, Gorham, Melgrim, and RTM and yourself. Right?
It's me plus my modifier.
You
I thought it was
plus
5
okay, you plus
additional, yeah.
okay, so
Yeah.
one more person. Are you designating Kaushik or Norgog?
Yes, I'm designating Kaushik.
Okay, all right.
Let me in! Let me in!
Poor Norgog's like, oh, okay. He's just all of a sudden outside by himself.
Okay.
He can figure it out.
He actually is it. He is on Artium currently.
Oh,
I'll
okay,
let you
well,
roll that however you like.
Yeah.
It's the willing creatures themselves. He is not. Unfortunately, he is not. He's not equipment. Norgog will be left out here. Okay. All right. Are we all in our places?
Yes,
I
sir.
believe so.
Okay.
I didn't measure, so I'm not sure if am I in an okay place?
You were down this way, right?
Yeah. It looks like you're a little bit far.
Okay. How about here? How's that?
Nope. 2 more down.
Was she?
You're-
That's so. I thought she was a little higher up.
No,
Oh,
she
well.
she was further in the back. Was she pink or was she green? Because we got 2 arrows going crazy right now. Looks like a laser show.
I didn't
Okay,
measure.
okay,
I'm
all right, Kaushik, you're right there.
Okay.
As this giant sort of
I'm a bard. There's got to be lights everywhere. No, I'm kidding.
as this giant sort of reaches his hand out trying to grab you, Crowley, and you disappear, goes, oh, and turns to sees that things have changed vastly.
Skeletal hand shooting up and placing us right where we need to be.
He's got a couple of threats on him currently. All right, D6, RTM, Melgrim. Actually, I don't know if he can reach Gorham. He could.
What is hanging from his antlers? It looks like tea bags.
They are, as you can see them
He
now,
just does this.
you
he's just
see
dunking
animal
them.
skulls and different
Oh, wait,
sorts
yeah.
of bones
I'm sorry. You told us
and
this last time, I think. I'm sorry.
right. But seeing it for the first time, as Barrick was the first one to see it, and
Poor
did
Barrick.
not get a chance to relay this information to you guys.
Get a report.
This
Okay,
is
so as
Did we
far
see
correct.
as
him
I see
outside?
tea bags.
Did we see him outside the dome, or is this a different creature?
This is definitely a different creature.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the other one was feminine.
Feminine and also just medium.
And she was wearing a mask. Her head wasn't a skull.
Correct.
I mean, his
Her
head
head
isn't a skull
wasn't.
either. He's just a moose guy.
Moosey boy.
Oh, I didn't roll my d6 first.
Moose fella.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Melgrim. It's a 23
Oh,
hit.
no.
I'm sorry, 26.
Huh?
Does it hit?
Yeah, of course it hits.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
16,
I'm spooked.
24 plus 4.
Tim Allen grunt.
You take
Oh no.
28 points of bludgeoning damage as this thing reaches its hand down right in front of you and goes and just slams on top of you. You were not grappled as you were with the other ones, not for a slam. And you're not raging, so that is not halved. All right. That is going to bring us around to Gandalin, your turn, and then Kaushik, you're on deck.
Oh boy. Well, I don't want to get anywhere near anything at this point in time. I travel 30 feet more actions, so I'll go 5, 10, 15, 20. Just put this thing on the opposite side of me.
Okay.
And have take a quick focusing breath for Kensei shot before taking 2 longbow shots.
All right, and you're taking them at the blue creature, correct?
At the blue man group, yeah.
Okay.
So let me double. I believe my bow is +7. Yeah. So first shot, 13.
13 misses.
First shot. Phew. Second shot is a 16.
16 does hit.
Thank fucking God. So that is gonna be for a whopping 4, 7, 11 points of magical piercing damage.
Okay.
And other than that, I am just breathing heavily because I am in pain. 15 HP.
Is that 11?
Yes, sir.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
I moved. I used my bonus. I didn't use my full movement, but I used my bonus action. Used my action. Nope, just kind of sitting there observing the battlefield. Do I happen to see if there's any other things in this courtyard from this opposite side that I now occupy?
Quick glance, you're not going to be able to get too specific, but what you
Mhm.
did I hear a Skype message? How did
Yes.
that happen? I had everything muted, so Skype, stop changing my settings if you're watching. Thank you very much.
We're working with the FBI this evening.
We're working with something. All right. I don't know. I can't fix it right now. Just message each other in Discord or something, or the Facebook chat, because I can't seem to mute Skype for some reason. All right. Just sort of looking around, you do see a wagon directly behind you full of corpses at the moment. You see another corpse that was sort of dragged out right behind this guy. You see 2 buildings, one right beside this wagon. Can't really see what's inside, and a more sturdier building sort of right here.
Okay.
Other than that, it's purely plain with a well over here. That's about it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. It's going to end your turn. In Kaushik, you're on. You're up, and RTM, you're on deck.
All right. Once again, gentlemen, I need to be taught how to use the measurement tool, or if you could measure how far I am from the moose for me.
You're only 15 feet from him. You're nice and close.
Okay. So my movement. I don't know why I muted while I was talking. My movement speed is 30 feet.
Correct.
How far close to Gandalin can I get? Can I get like right beside him? Okay,
Yes, you can.
there, right
Either
there.
of those.
That one. Nope.
Yeah. So you want to go?
Well,
you
you
have
can
enough
move
speed to
yourself.
move
Oh,
up
I
here.
can ping this one. I'd like to be
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Okay, go ahead and move.
You can move yourself.
Oh yeah, I'm dumb. And then I'm still close to that. I would like to use my channel divinity, Path to the Grave,
Okay.
on Moose Man. Would you like me to read that?
Yeah, go ahead for the people at home.
Okay. You can use channel divinity as an action to curse one creature you can see within 30 feet of you until the end of your next turn. The next time you or an ally of yours hits the cursed creature with an attack, the creature has vulnerability to all of that attack's damage, and then the curse ends.
Okay.
So
Nice.
that's it.
All right.
Big smackums.
Is that your action to do that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Heck 'em up, gentlemen.
RTM, it is now your
Uh,
turn.
I'd like to metagame and smash him with a rock, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be mad and give him 2 big old ape slaps.
All right.
First one is a 28, and the other one's a 24.
Both hit.
Also nice.
All right.
So you doubled all damage on the
9.
first hit.
9. Triple 9s.
Very nice.
So
27.
yeah, that's 33 doubled to 66.
Okay.
Heck him up, boy.
Boosh! Big smack. Let's go.
7 to 3. Not as good on that one. So, and then the second attack is 18 damage.
Give him the beat, boy.
So
Fucking, he's over here playing him like the goddamn bongo drums. Bong, 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 bong.
okay. 2 good wails on this creature. Its form seems sturdy and stout, and able to resist a lot of this damage that you're putting on it currently. As he sort of looks up at you angrily and brings out this huge cleaver that it has on its side. Just sort of looking up at you and says,
Time to add you to my collection. Big one.
all right.
Sure.
I'll just use,
Biggin.
I guess, I don't really have any more movement left, but I will
Uh-oh.
roar in its face.
Monkey beat chest. King Kong his ass.
Like this far away, just scream and cover his moosey face with spittle.
He meets it
Scream,
back
cat.
with, as he presses his forehead against yours, these glowing red eyes at this point, matching your intensity and rage. Okay, Melgrim, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
We would like to rage now.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy. Then we're gonna slashy slash at the moose boy.
Okay, roll him.
Big chop.
That is a 18
18 hits.
and a 16.
16 also hits.
Yes. 16 damage on the first one.
Okay.
And a good old 9 on the second one.
Nice. Good. Shiza.
Okay. 2 big swipes. Melgrim, you've seen it before. These swipes that you're putting on him would put any normal man down. His skin seemingly resistant to it. He's merely wearing leathers, but as your axe rakes across the blue skin, it just doesn't seem to be going as deep, wounding him, but just not as seriously as you think it should be. All right, is that going to end your turn?
Yes.
All right. Raging himself, but not as the mechanic,
Oh.
he is going to follow through with his promise and make 3 attacks at this ape in front of him with
All right.
2 cleaver attacks and a gore.
Alrighty.
Jesus.
That is a 21.
Yeah, AC's 12.
The second one's a natural 1, and on the gore
Hey.
is a 22.
Okay.
Oof.
All right. 2D. With the first cleaver attack, you take 10 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
as well as 12 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
And then on
Save is 19 for concentration.
okay.
Nice.
And then with his gore, you take 13. 17 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw for me.
Okay.
God damn.
I will give you advantage on it. Well, yeah, I'll give you advantage on it since you're size larger than
25.
him. Okay. Yeah, no, you're good. As he slashes you one time with this cleaver and then hits you in the chest, piercing you. These bones just sort of piercing your front. And I would like, within 60 feet, everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oh, well, yeah.
RTM using the ape stat.
Right. That is 17. Oh, no, 20 because I'm proficient.
Okay.
And you're near you three. I'll get a +3 because you're near Gorham.
Right. Let's see. Melgrim, he is not actually. He is 15 feet away. He does not get the +3.
Never mind.
So your brother is currently the only one benefiting from +3, Gorham. All right, so let's hear him.
7.
17.
17 passes.
No.
Kaushik,
18.
10.
10. 18 passes.
19.
19 passes.
Did you roll a natural 1, Kaushik?
She has a 10. She
No,
rolled a 10
I rolled a
total.
3.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, +7.
All right.
I need to go get my dice from downstairs.
Uh,
Roll a solid 13 +7.
now would be a good time to go do it. Gandalin and Kaushik, nothing happens as of yet, but just being in this thing's presence, a rage starts to build in both of you as your eyes start to sort of go red with anger.
What kind of effect would you say this is, Jones?
This is
Would you say it's a charm, perhaps?
it is not a charm.
Ah. You sure?
I am yes. Yep, this is an aura or an aura effect. This is no charm effect.
Is it okay?
Is it perhaps magic that's trying to put me to sleep?
It is not that either. It is the exact opposite. You feel like you don't need sleep right now. And if you did, Gandalin's the one that probably prevented you from taking that rest. All right.
Oh boy.
Oh, we're gonna fight each other. Ooh.
Crowley, that is going to
Double
bring us to
tax.
your turn.
All right. Well, it's time to speak with the big bad voodoo.
Okay.
Says I. Ooh.
All right.
So, a spirit throws itself over Crowley, and he sends it to blanket Gorham.
Okay.
And it's sort of like the one that turns you invisible, except it's lighter, and it wraps around him, and it heals him for
Oh,
8
shit.
HP plus 5.
Nice.
Nice.
So Gorham, you take 13 healing.
Thank you.
And then the inspiration dies. Oh,
That meager. Thank you. All right.
yeah. And I guess I'll move. I can move.
Okay.
No, I'm a movie kind of guy.
Let's see it. Where you moving to?
What are you doing?
We're about to find out.
And then Gorham, you are on deck.
Yup.
And that'll end my turn.
All right. Ending Crowley's turn. Gorham, you are on deck. Or I'm sorry, Gorham, it is your turn with no, it's Norgog.
It's the bonkening brother.
Let's see it.
So I have advantage because of our team, right?
And because of your brother, yeah.
Right.
Yep. Good old ragey boy.
Use your smite.
Use your smite, brother.
With your smite.
Dirty 20, I guess.
20 does hit.
Nice.
All right, so we roll. We do that damage thing.
All right, let's see it.
Please murder him. Murder him to death.
All right, 12 damage. I'm gonna go ahead and save. Well, you know what? I'm gonna roll the next one. We'll see what we get with that one. So 12 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Pray to the ancestor for this one.
Hit him with everything you got, buddy.
18.
18 does hit.
Okay. Ooh, 15 bludgeoning damage, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna smiate.
Okay.
Just make sure.
Uh-oh.
The cats are fighting each other to the death.
Ah,
16 radiant damage.
cat said, "Witness me, shiny and chrome."
Okay. Oh, what was the radiant damage? I'm sorry.
16.
16
not
radiant damage. Okay. That math is not right. There we go.
My math is fine.
No. My math. You ever just look is like, that's not what those numbers equal. Okay.
That ain't it. Numbers.
2 plus 2 is 8. Hold up.
Yeah, that was one of those moments. All right. What else are you gonna do, Gorham?
I'm good.
All
I'm
right.
just gonna vibe.
Driving 2 hammer strikes. The blows themselves seem to be like just resisted by this fiend's skin. But then you release the smite into your second one, just into its back, and it just lets out this. All right, that is going to be his turn, though. And it's going to bring us to Norgog, who's outside of the gate.
Norgog can teleport, right? That's his thing.
Yeah. He was Norgog, the
Yeah.
teleporting druid.
Yeah, that's his thing.
He
You
Norgog
can
is
still see the big guy.
can
Norgog
see
is
the big guy.
Norgog is gonna attack on Titan, this fucking skin giant. Olsen.
Just cast levitate and just send them up in the air. Like, you hold on a second.
Not seeing what's going on inside, Norgog gets really worried, and he is going to bring out the big guns.
Oh shit. He's got a gun!
Hell yeah.
Where has that been this whole time? He just pulls out the fucking like M4.
As
Like,
he
bet.
cracks his staff on the ground, lightning traveling up it, and he points the end of the staff at this giant. He is going to cast Lightning Bolt.
Woo! Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat.
No shot. This thing actually succeeded its check. It does, even at a
Wow.
-1. That's shit, Norgog. All right, it still takes half of. Not a bad roll. 34 points of damage, half for 17. As you all see this sort of crackling energy rise up over the fence and hits this giant's form. Not making any noise as it doesn't have a voice box. He is going to.
Now, how did he say "huh" earlier without a voice box?
He didn't. 5, 10, 15.
That was
That
just
might have been
the sound of
Norgog
his.
saying huh
That was
earlier.
just the sound of his skin flapping in the wind. It just sounded like "huh."
Fuck.
Shit. Yeah, he's gonna try to get over here, but that is gonna provoke an AOP as he moves outside of his range. Well, actually, no, he's still within it. Okay. Ending Norgog's turn, that is gonna bring us to the giant. Who's gonna turn around and very similar to the husk that you fought outside. And you see this sort of open flap. Melgrim, he's going to try to pick you up and take you for a ride.
I'm gonna take it for a ride.
DMC.
And does so with a 23 to hit.
Going on
Melgrim,
that.
you are restrained, blinded, and you cannot breathe. And at the beginning of your turn, you'll begin to take some damage as he throws you into his stomach. You actually fall down into its leg cavity where there is no muscle or anything, and the skin around it, everybody on the outside sort of sees the skin tighten around Melgrim. Melgrim, your axe is sort of brought up to your chest, trying to fight this off as it is just smothering you currently.
That's horrifying.
That will... Uh-oh, I need to choose my old selector. Bam. And that is going to be... Actually, he will move at half speed.
Oh, Jesus.
Yo, watch your step.
Ah!
To right here.
James, you know the scene in fucking Lord of the Rings
Am
where the
I-
mama killer like stepping down on the right
Yeah,
on your
I would say you get an opportunity attack against him.
That's a natural 20.
Ooh, let's see it.
big
Hell
crit,
yeah.
big crit. Oh wait, it might kill fucking why?
Oh no.
Fuck.
Oh well.
He's raging. He'll be fine.
No, you won't.
If you go for the top of the flaps instead of the leg flaps, I
Don't
think
go
he
for the
might
leg
be
flaps.
okay.
Punch him in the butt cheeks.
What? Ah,
Clap the
yes.
cheeks.
That's their vulnerable spot is the butt cheeks.
That's
Why? Climb out the
40
butthole.
48 points of bludgeoning damage.
Melgrim, you take 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh no!
That's a little silly, but
Ha-
okay.
half
Algrim is
to
unconscious.
half to 12 because you are raging.
Okay.
Algrim is to 0 hit points.
Oh.
All right.
After 12, you have to. You're at
I
You
zero
had
hit
exactly.
12
points?
health.
I have
Yeah.
exactly 12 health.
What the fuck?
All right. You sort of, Melgrim, as you see as Kent slapping this thing from behind, Gorham, you seeing your brother go inside and sort of watching it. You see him struggling in the leg itself, and then you see no movement at all. All right. That is going to bring us around to Gandalin's turn.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Gandalin, rage fills your vision.
Oh, son of a fuck.
I'm going to read the ability out.
I was about to say,
Try
what
not
is
fucking
what is the
raging, yeah.
technical wording on this? Because this is very important.
Sure. Any creature that starts its turn within 60 feet must succeed on the wisdom saving throw or grow hostile on your turn. On its turn, a hostile creature must move to and make one attack against the nearest creature other than this guy. Other than the blue guy.
Other than the big blue moose.
Correct. If no other creature is near enough to move to an attack, the hostile creature stalks off in a random direction, seeking a target for its hostility. At the start of each of the that guy's turn, he chooses whether the aura is active or not. So for this one, your nearest creature is Kaushik. It says to make one attack, so please roll an attack. However,
And I am holding a bow, so that is an unarmed strike.
Punch me. Just
okay,
punch me.
it is an unarmed strike, and it is gonna be, as currently Kaushik is flanked by this creature, at advantage.
Even though that thing isn't necessarily friendly to me.
You know what? It's not the Herald, and this is the Herald's ability, so I'm just gonna say it's a straight roll. So go ahead and roll. One roll on unarmed attack against Kaushik.
Thank fucking
Open-
God.
Open hand slap.
I don't know. I actually don't
I'll
know what
take
your
it.
AC is. My unarmed. That's a 16.
Just cut.
He
does it
Doesn't hit.
me. He
Oh
doesn't
my
hit.
God.
All right. Your
Yay for
vision
trolling
coming
shit.
back to you, Gandalin, you sort of have your bow on the ground in front of you, and you're sort of reeling back from an unarmed attack at Kaushik. However, Kaushik turns back to you, red shadow sort of drifting off of her eyes, looking at you, going for her dagger. Would you like to do any? You have your movement and your bonus action left.
I have movement and a
He says
bonus.
flurry. Take 2 more.
Hey now! Don't give him any ideas.
Okay, I have movement and a bonus.
Correct.
I'm going to burn 1 key point to disengage as a bonus.
Okay.
And 15. Back up this way. It's 15 feet. With I disengage as a bonus, and I have 45 feet of movement.
Right. I just want to make sure that we're on the same page, that your bow is currently on the ground.
What?
Can I pick it up as a free?
Yeah,
Or no?
I'll give you equipping it as
Okay.
a free action. Yeah,
As a
because you
free
used your action to unarmed strike. But
Right.
I
mean,
wanted
I
you
don't
to
have to hold
voice
the
it.
bow with both hands.
Do
When I'm not actively using it, I could have been holding it in my left hand and like gone for
And went for
a
a
punch.
strike.
It doesn't necessarily like require me to drop what I'm holding.
Right.
To make an
Okay.
unarmed strike.
All right. I just
Okay.
the way I flavored it, I wanted to make sure that you
Okay,
wanted to pick
gotcha.
up your bow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He swung his bow
Absolutely.
at me like a one-handed weapon. He's like, ha! And he missed because he's dumb.
Oh, in that case, he auto crits.
Oh Jesus.
Oh.
Okay. But I guess that will be my turn.
All right.
Holy shit.
Ending
That-
Gandalin's turn. That is going to bring us around to Kaushik. Kaushik, the nearest creature to you is the giant. I would like you to make an attack against the giant with your dagger.
Please miss.
Gandalin, why didn't you just stay and let me hit you?
Because I have 15 health.
I'm about to fucking die.
You might kill Melgrim.
Yeah. If you hit, Melgrim technically will take the hit, and a hit while you're unconscious is 2 automatic death failures, or 2 automatic.
Does
death
it
save
count though?
failures.
Because it's not an attack against him. Because it's an attack against you that makes you take this. This would I think would be more akin to like taking fireball damage while you're down.
Right.
So
We'll
that'd
get to
be
that.
1.
We'll get to
Is
that.
this at disadvantage or is it just a
It is a straight roll.
18?
18 hits. Go ahead and
Yeah,
roll
I know.
damage for your dagger.
Oh, it was very low. It's only a 4.
Okay. Damage. 38. Melgrim, you fail 1 death saving throw. All right. Which is going to bring us around to the Fiend's turn.
And I can't disengage like he did.
Oh yeah, you still have your movement and your bonus action. You cannot disengage as a bonus action. That's his monk ability. But you still have your movement if you would like to use it.
I don't know. Somebody make this decision for me.
You just gotta decide.
Where
'cause
should I go?
If you walk away from it, you're gonna provoke an AOP.
I didn't even think about that.
That's the dangerous
I
part.
don't want to leave Gorham or Melky. I don't want to leave Melky. If I can get in there, I'm gonna stay. Just carry on.
Okay. Ends Kaushik's turn. Artyom,
You okay?
you are ready to go, and Melgrim is on deck.
Agree. I'm a big dumb ape. I'm going crazy on the thing.
Okay.
25 to hit and 21 to hit.
Both hit.
Um, 26 damage on the first one, and 29 damage on the second one.
Okay. two big gorilla slams on top of this thing again, showing some wear and tear. But the punch is just not seemingly not doing what you expect to a normal creature. Is that going to be it for your turn?
That's it for my turn.
Okay. That is going to bring us around to Melgrim's turn. Melgrim, at the top of your turn, you take 3d6 plus 4 damage, which translates to another failed death saving throw automatically. At the end of your turn, I would like you to roll a d20 for me.
Okay.
Let me know what number you get.
That is a 7.
Okay. It is now the Fiend's turn.
Got 10 rounds.
Yep.
He is going to, still having the ire of his rage, and honestly, probably the only challenge available to him that is on his level, he is going to keep at this 8, making a full round of attacks against you. 23. Probably not going to hit. A 12 and a natural
12
1.
is the AC.
Okay, so the two
second
cleaver attacks do hit.
Yeah.
The gore, however, misses.
Okay.
So the cleaver does.
The first concentration check is a natural 20, and the second one's an 18.
Okay. You take on the first one 7 points of slashing damage, along with 6 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
On the second cleaver attack, you take 6 points of slashing damage and 9 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And I would like everybody except for Melgrim to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
It's at disadvantage, right?
No. Just ability checks. This is a saving throw.
Okay, good. 24.
24 succeeds.
I failed.
I would hope
19.
so.
19
I think this
succeeds.
is rigged because I rolled the exact same thing. I rolled a 10 again, a 3 plus 7.
Okay.
It's rigged.
Go get your dice.
So Kaushik, Crowley, would you roll?
8.
Crowley. Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Kaushik and Crowley and Gandalin.
I failed it. Yeah.
You all start to feel a rage building up with you. All three of you sort of looking around for the closest creature. As those of you not affected, Artyom and Gorham, you see your party members' eyes radiating red energy, just smoke pouring from the corners of their eyes, radiating upwards. Okay. That is going to end his turn. And Crowley, it is your turn. The nearest creature to you would be Gandalin. I would like you to use one attack with your rapier against Gandalin.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to draw my rapier then and attack. 23 for 8 damage.
You take 8 points of piercing damage, Gandalin. All right. Crowley, sort of blinking, this smoke fading away from the sides of your eyes. Yeah, no, it's not a let me read something about the ability, and we may need to retcon something. Nope. It's not I was thinking if you succeeded, you were immune to it, but it is not that type of ability, unfortunately.
Holy shit, this is overpowered. Every round.
Crowley, you
Oh
still have your
God.
bonus action as well as your movement. What would you like to do?
I'm going to move. Wait.
Whoa,
And
Jesus.
then get big. And then, no, I'm kidding. Wrong character. Is this a stairway leading up, or is this like leading into a roof, or is this just
that is
the
a
roof
roof.
of a
Yeah,
house?
that's the roof of a
Okay.
house. Yeah.
All right. Well, I tried anyway. I'm gonna move over here a little bit.
Okay.
Like, what the hell is going on here? And let's see. Let me double check something real quick. Nope. Okay, yeah, that'll just have to be my turn. I can't really do anything
Okay.
at the moment. So yeah, that'll end my turn.
All right. Ending Crowley's turn. Gorham, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Lord.
I'm cheering you on from the ancestors, brother.
Who all wanted the smoke? It was me, Crowley, and who else?
Gandalin.
Gandalin.
Okay. Okay.
What kind of check would it be to? Can I see what what leg Milker fell into?
Yeah, no, I said you saw him struggling to begin with, and you also saw your brother go completely limp.
Right. What kind of check would it be to try to, like, I don't know, get him out of there, cut him out? I don't know.
I would say this would be. Do you have anything that does slashing or piercing damage?
I do have a dagger.
Okay. In that case, with the sole purpose of it releasing Melgrim, I would say this would be an opposed athletics check. Is that what you want to do?
I want to try that.
Okay.
Fuck.
This is, Gorham, hate to have to remind you, an ability check, which is a disadvantage because of your exhaustion. Okay.
Does a 24 work for you?
That does beat his 8. Yes. Using your
I rolled
dagger.
a 17 and an
Thank God.
18.
Nice. Very
Hey.
nice.
Woo!
First, I would like you to roll damage for the dagger.
You
You're-
cut off his beard. What are you doing?
What damage does a dagger even do?
1d4 plus your
1d4?
strength. Yeah.
He just reaches in and just pulls him out by his fucking beard.
So
My beard.
5 damage.
5 damage. All right. Gorham, you turn around, seeing your brother's form initially fighting and then just goes limp. You bring out your dagger, carving along the side of this thing's leg, careful as you can not to hit Melgrim again, bringing it down and snatch him from the creature's leg. Your brother falls prone. Right about there. Right about there. As you snatch him out onto the ground, you see his eyes open, his chest not rising nor falling. Melgrim is dead. Is that going to be it for your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. That is going to bring us to Norgog's turn, who is going to attempt to climb this fence. Actually, he's not going to chance it. He knows he's exhausted and he had a hard time climbing the ape earlier. He's going to cast Spider Climb on himself and climb over it for free, giving him 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, getting right beside you. Unfortunately, that is his action, though, and his movement. and doesn't really have a bonus action that he can do. And that is going to end Norgog's turn, which is going to bring us to the giant.
He attacks Melgrim.
What an asshole.
Hey,
That's fine. Let him extend.
that's a better chance for Melgrim to be revived. Actually,
You're not wrong.
it's like don't worry about that. Your face is a little lumpy. Just don't worry about it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow.
Don't worry about
Wow.
it, man. Don't worry
How
about
lumpy
it.
can you get, dog?
As he turns back, seeing Norgog, he's going to actually attack Norgog.
No.
Now you can't see me because I'm short. The fool.
Actually misses his engulf.
Thank God.
Oh my god, what is Norgog's AC?
Oh,
26.
He misses by 1. Norgog's AC is 14.
Yeah, that's close.
I rolled a 5.
I thought Norgog had a shield.
Oh, you're right. I don't have it equipped. It's his AC is 16.
Oh, okay. I was
Oh,
like,
it's even
he has
closer.
my man has a 14 AC with a shield. I was like, holy crap, Norgog. We gotta
Butt
get you in the
naked.
battle bean.
Well, how about I say
Yeah,
why?
marshmallow.
Why is Norgog?
He is not as accomplished as you guys. However, that is going to cause him to move over here. Kaushik, you get an AOP if you would like to take it.
Yeah, I'd like to A his.
Oh no.
Let me A his OP.
Does that count as her like rage-filled attack?
It is not, because it's her action on her turn. She still has control over her reactions and other her bonus and movement.
Is it an unarmed attack or what?
With your dagger. That's what we said you had out. So you
Yeah,
still
you
have your
did.
dagger in hand.
Does a 17 hit?
17 absolutely hits.
Oh, well, it only does 3 damage, so.
Quick question.
Quick answer.
Matt, don't you have a ring of mind shielding?
I do actually.
Would that nullify this effect?
You want to read that ability out to me?
Yeah, sure. 1 second.
I need that 8 HP, dog.
Let's hear it. This is pretty big.
I didn't think it would work though.
I think
but,
it's pretty much just reading minds,
yeah.
if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
You are immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you are lying, know your alignment, or know your creature type. Creatures can telepathically communicate with you only if you allow it.
Unfortunately, having no effect.
He didn't. I don't think he allowed this rage in there.
I just think that's kind of weird. It's a mind-altering thing. It's like this thing
No,
only shields your
that's
mind.
why I didn't think of it, because I was like,
Oh,
it
that's
doesn't
so
do that.
fun. Okay.
Gandalin, it is your turn, however.
Yeah, I'm rolling.
Which brings us to the nearest creature being Crowley.
Yep, unarmed attack.
All right, as you move up into the space beside Crowley to
Thank
make
you
your
fucking
unarmored
God. That's a 13.
Is a 13 hit Crowley?
Yes.
No.
Crowley, as your vision sort of comes back to you, see red smoke drifting off of Gandalin's eyes as he.
My token go.
I moved it
there.
to Crowley.
You moved it into the same space.
No, that's beside Crowley. You may need to refresh.
It's not. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're 10 feet away from him.
gotcha. Okay, yeah, my shit. I didn't realize he moved himself. Give me a second. It's going.
Crowley, you see the sort of same red smoke drifting off of Gandalin's eyes, just lazily makes a rage-filled attack easily parryable to the side as you just sort of take your rapier and misdirect it off to your right.
I'm wearing my shield at the moment, so I'm kind of just like, buckler, I guess you could say.
Okay. All right, that is going to bring us to Kaushik's turn.
Whoa, whoa. I still got my bonus of movement.
Oh yeah, you do.
Right.
Sorry, you were refreshing the screen. So
DM
yeah, you
trying
still.
to cut you down.
Hold on.
Well, all right, bonus and
Jeez.
movement. Let's see it, Gandalin.
Ganon was just kind of like looking over at Crowley, extra hole in him, and just kind of like, well, I guess minimize as much as possible, and it's gonna
Move over to me, get away. Let me punch you.
10, 50. I'm gonna.
he stops his movement. Like, wait a minute.
I'm trying to think of what is gonna be best for trying to not screw ourselves.
Leave your token while you think. I'll say that.
Okay.
Because I'm going to
Yeah, let me
consider
leave
the
him back
board.
over here.
The
It's
board
like
is
chess.
active.
Maybe you let go of the piece that's where you stay.
Okay, move here. Boom.
Okay.
30 feet of movement.
All right.
So I'm in my turn.
Anything for your bonus action?
I don't really have anything I can do with it, so nope.
Okay. Kaushik, it is your turn. The closest hostile creature to you would be Gorham.
Yeah, I know.
She's so happy about it too.
It's Melgrim.
I don't mind so much.
Well, Melgrim is not a creature at the moment.
Gorham's got a lot of hit points. I'm not going to do much damage. I probably won't even hit him. His AC is probably pretty high. Let me roll real quick.
We're going to move you. What square are you moving to?
It's the nat 20. Here it comes.
Oh, I think I did hit him. I rolled a 22.
I believe that does hit.
You did hit me.
All right, let me
Now smite.
pull out the Pepsi bottle real quick. 3 damage. Oh, sorry, 4 damage.
Gorham, you take 4 damage as you're sort of focused on sort of pulling out your brother and looking down at Melgrim's face, sort of slapping his cheek a couple of times. Kaushik comes up behind you with a dagger and just sort of sinks it into your shoulder blade. Kaushik, as you sort of regain control of your senses, you still have your bonus action as well as your movement. I'm sorry, some of your movement. 20 feet. If you so choose.
First of all, I would like to apologize to Gorham.
Apologizing is a free action.
All right. So that means I can do it?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. And can I possibly grab Melgrim and start dragging him away from all that? All
You
that.
could. It is.
How? Do I need to roll or? I gotta get him out of all that. He's small.
Not that it matters, Kaushik, but you do believe that if you were to start pulling Melgrim away from this, that this creature could take that cleaver and make an attack against Melgrim's moving form if he so chose to.
Okay, he's already dead, so who cares? Let him do it. Let him chop. Oh, I don't want to chop him in half. Never mind. No, let's not do that. Fuck, what do I do?
Do you have any second level spell slots?
No. Can I push him? Can I get between him and the creature and just
Do you
start
want to
pushing?
try to switch places with Melgrim? Or do you just want to be in Melgrim's square? He is unconscious, so I'll let you do that.
Is it Brittany disconnect or is she just chilling? Okay.
Sorry.
You're good. You're good.
My
This
brain
is
disconnected.
Understandable.
Yeah, just let me get a new square, I guess. Take me down to the Paradise City.
Are you getting in Melgrim Square?
Yeah.
Okay. Move you right there. You sort of straddle Melgrim's unmoving form. You
No, thank you.
place yourself not on top of him,
I'm
you
joking.
freak. Sort of standing there, interposing yourself in between this creature and Melgrim to prevent any further damage. Is that going to be the end of your turn?
Oh god.
Yeah.
All right, RTM, it is your turn.
Slammy slam.
Let's see it.
It's 19 hit.
19 does hit.
And another 19. All right.
Both hit.
The first one is 24 damage.
Okay.
And the second one is that's double tens. Brain 24 no. 28 damage.
Okay. Two
Alright.
big ape slams on top of it again, sort of causing some blood.
Oh
So-
wait,
go ahead.
do I get advantage on those because Gorham's there?
Yeah.
Let me fish for crits. Oh, the second one's a crit.
Okay. So you
So-
did double the damage.
24.
Which
So I said 28 damage. So
Right.
that's with. I'm gonna do some
No need.
subtraction.
No need to do the math. It's fine.
Jones has it written down.
56.
So it should.
Yeah, the second hit should be whatever it is, -6 doubled, and then add 6 again, right?
Yeah. So it was 28 minus 6, 22.
44,
So-
50 damage.
Yeah, 50 damage.
Right. Okay. Second one hitting on top of it, and you see just this bluish, brackish fluid just spit out the side of his mouth as you're just slamming him over and over again. But he is not down.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Is that gonna be it for your turn?
Yep.
All right.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That is gonna bring us around to his turn.
Wait, whose turn?
The blue moose.
The
Oh,
demons.
okay, yeah.
Blue man group. Are we not 2 hours in? Is it not break time yet? Holy shit.
Oh no.
I need to look something up. Apologies.
Having resistance to bludgeoning damage made this a lot more difficult.
Well, yeah, because it's not like with your shapeshift where the attacks become
Yeah.
magical.
Yeah.
Not having like 3 people not get to attack the enemy for like 2 turns, kind of.
Yeah, that ability negating 5 actions so far is pretty crazy.
More, yeah, 2, 4, yeah, 5 actions. Not that I'm hitting anything, so I guess it doesn't matter. It make no difference to me.
Artyom's like one bad combat away from just breaking Gandalin's bow. Like, just fucking stab them. What do you
Dude,
do?
I have so little HP, man. Like,
I
I hit
know.
one of those shots. The only 2 bow attacks I've gotten to hit have been a 50% success rate.
Oh, you have little HP, huh?
Yeah. Hey,
You don't have
you
HP,
had like more than you had almost triple my HP before you got smacked that first time.
You guys should have asked Artyom for some healing. I got 3 first level spells I could have pumped them people before this fight.
Yeah, I didn't know that until yesterday or the other day when I was like, I wonder what everybody's got left in the tank. I'm like, oh. He could have been like just about full health before going into this.
Artyom. No.
Mhm.
No, he's not gonna do it.
Okay.
He's going to turn around, seeing his path blocked by Gorham and Kaushik. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to attack Gorham and make a path for himself. It's a 19.
Yep.
That's a 21 and a 16.
The 16 misses.
Okay, so his one he wanted to hit misses. That's unfortunate. Is going to make 2 big cleaver attacks at you, and then tries to push you over and gore you with these gigantic horns that it has on its shoulders. But just the pure force from the cleavers knocks you back and moves you out of the way of those. You do take, from the first cleaver, you take 13 points of slashing damage, plus 4 necrotic. And then from the second cleaver, you take 14 slashing damage and 13 necrotic.
I'm still up, baby.
Holy shit!
Barely.
That
We're
fucking
in there.
fucking
Barely.
heal from Matt. Oh my god.
We out here.
Oh my
Why won't you just die?
bitch.
I will
And
answer him.
A free action
Roar.
bitch.
with that,
Bitch.
he slams his foot onto the ground. This sort of wave of energy passing through the area again. Now I'd like everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
I
Kaushik
won't do it.
and Norgog get +3.
Dirty 20. Oh, dirty 23.
15.
Natural 1.
21.
1.
Okay.
You say 21 or 1, Matt?
Just 1.
Oh.
What's the form again, Kent?
Do what?
The giant ape?
It's 1, and I proficiency of 3. So around 19 plus 1 plus 3.
Don't you point that mouse at me.
But it's the creature's form isn't proficient in wisdom saving throws.
I thought you keep your own proficiency in saving throws. Well, I mean, it's still
I
a
know change
19
your
plus
stats,
1.
but do not get your.
Not your mentals, not with polymorph. This is very different than wild shape.
Yeah. I knew.
Confirm
I knew
that
you
for
didn't
me.
keep
What
your-
was the base roll again? I think you succeed
19.
regardless. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Okay.
19 plus 1.
but I don't think you get your proficiency because you're not proficient in those saves in the giant ape form.
Gotcha.
Okay.
He is not happy with his current situation.
He's not happy.
That is gonna end his
Was it-
turn though.
Are animals proficient with any saves?
Some of them, I believe. I don't know about animals, but some beasts and creatures are.
I think it has to be really high CR to get proficiencies as a beast.
Right. That's sort of the
And they're
trade-off.
probably generally only like physical saves.
Right.
All right, that is going to end. Actually, let me get those saving throws one more time. RTM, you made it with your roll. Kaushik, what'd you roll?
15.
Okay, is that with your +3?
Mm-hmm.
That is a fail. Gorham,
I figured.
21.
21 succeeds. Gandalin,
1
Crowley,
natural.
Did we have to roll again, or is the 1?
Yeah.
It's the 1.
yes. Yeah, or I mean, if you've already made a roll for this round.
Yeah, that was what he had said earlier.
Yeah.
So over 50% of the party failing it twice in a row.
A natural 1 as well. Okay. Gandalin, Kaushik, and Crowley all have your forms sort of taken over by this inherent rage. And Crowley, that is going to bring us to your turn.
Oh, shit.
Well,
I was hoping that Gandalin went before Crowley.
Nope. Gandalin's near the bottom.
I'm the second to last initiative.
Oh, no.
Oh man, I can't see Gandalin. No, I'm kidding.
Never mind.
You start to run towards Kaushik, Crowley, and Gandalin just pops
Pops up.
right into view. I would like you to make a rapier attack against Gandalin, please.
And some schmuck jumped me. 24. 6 damage.
It hits.
This is unbelievable.
You take 6 piercing damage, Gandalin. Crowley, Your senses come back to you. You now have your bonus action as well as let's see. You're right here. 15 feet of movement left. Whoa. Someone's on the map layer.
Oh, God's going crazy. He's lost it. The whole Earth's moving.
All right.
It's the ancestors.
Earthquake!
And I'll end my turn there. I can't really bonus action and do anything at the moment, so that'll end my turn.
Okay, Gorham, sort of looking up. Kaushik's eyes take on this same reddish glow as the creature in front of you. She looks towards you and turns her dagger your way. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm fucking. All right, where are my good dice? Get this shit out of here. With my own dagger, I'm gonna start stabbing at the moose boy. You'll pay for this.
All right.
And then I'm gonna stab her. Does a 17 hit?
17 does hit.
Uh, 7 piercing damage.
Nice.
Second attack. 18.
18 also hits.
Nice.
6 piercing damage.
Okay. You're hitting him. However, the skin just seems to be like deflecting the blade off to the side, and your wrist just sort of bends out of direction. Every time you go to pierce this creature, it just seems resistant to it. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, that's it.
All right. Just going to bring us to Norgog's turn. Let's see what Norgog has available to him. His level 3s are gone. Can't do that. Being that close to Gorham, and Gorham just taking a huge wailing, he's going to reach across to Gorham, grabbing onto his plate mail, and he is going to heal you up a little bit, using a second level spell slot to do so. You heal. Damn. Show off, Norgog. Goddamn. I just rolled double 8s.
Nice.
Plus,
Thank fucking God. Maybe somebody will survive this.
3. So 19 points of healing towards Gorham. Stay on your feet now. Holy shit, we're in a spot. Gorham? And that is going to end his turn. Bringing us to the Giant's turn.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he has no reason to do anything else. He's going to engulf Norgog. That's a natural 20.
Ooh. Was Norgog at least out of spell slots?
No.
Damn it.
Was he at least out of spell slots? This fucking guy.
Dude, there is some desperation in here now.
You see as this thing sort of steps up, and as Norgog sort of questionably looks at Melgrim laying on the ground, Norgog is lifted up from behind and thrown into this thing's chest cavity. Gorham, you see before your eyes, after healing for him healing you for all of this, Norgog very much like Melgrim, is now thrown into this thing's chest cavity and disappears into its form. And that is going to be his turn. Which is going to bring us to Gandalin. And Kaushik, you're on deck.
Yay. Yep.
So the nearest creature, Gandalin,
Monkey.
would be it would be Kaushik. Roll a d20. High is Kaushik, low is Abe.
Ha! Monkey.
All right, move up to
I'm
RTM's
almost dead though. Don't hit
monkey
me.
form.
I guess I'm like under the shingles or whatever here.
Yeah. There's just like a little lip you can squeeze through there
Okay,
as you sort of
sweet.
rage running towards it and go to throw an attack towards
It's more of like rage
You're
limping.
still in range right there, by the way.
Right where?
Right there.
I
'Cause it's
mean, it doesn't matter. So.
I mean, it might matter.
Ha!
for the
2.
attack.
2. Just
What?
my I
It's a
assume
9 total. I rolled a fucking 2.
Oh, okay.
okay. Swinging wide, just you hit the 8 form, but it just doesn't seem to do any damage to him. You
Okay.
still have your bonus as well as your some of your movement left. About yeah, you've only used about 5 feet of movement to get there.
Yep. I'm gonna step here.
Okay.
Which way is this thing facing? Like,
Currently, it's facing towards
over
Gorham.
here?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can see its face from right where I'm standing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna glance at, I like seeing how rough everybody is looking, how fucking rough I'm looking. I'll look at. I'm just gonna like hawk up some blood and spit on the side of its face
Okay.
and say, "Hey there, you big blue bitch," and that's gonna be my turn.
Hey there.
What is that called? What is that called, Crowley? Vicious mockery.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
vicious
my
mockery.
monkey vicious mockery.
It is so effective as a monk's vicious mockery is, as you spit and it wipes it from its face.
Death calls.
Give him the finger.
All right, Kaushik, it is your turn. I would like you to roll a d20 for me. High is Gandalin, low is Gorham.
It's a 12.
All right, that is Gandalin. I would like you to make an attack for me, please. Someone ban this man.
You don't want my bits?
Does a 13 hit?
Thank God, no.
Okay, I
Mods
missed.
can't ban with them.
So fucking it's like barely slap the hand out of the way.
All right. Kaushik, you still have your bonus action as well as your movement. What would you like to do?
I don't fucking know, Jonesy. If I try to drag Milky away again, it's gonna be the same issue where this guy could give me one good chop and I'd be done for, huh?
He could chop you, yes.
One second.
So it seems at
Oh,
least.
Okay. Hold on. Just one second. Let me see what I've got as bonus actions.
Has
Sorry,
eight,
Anna.
8 actions it has now consumed. Oh fuck.
Nah, I got nothing.
All right, just gonna stay where you're at.
Hold on. One second, actually.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just staying where I'm at. I'm done.
All right. RTM, that's gonna bring us to your turn.
Smashy smash.
Let's see it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. A 2 and a 20.
Okay.
It's a really good day for me. So that's 18 times 2 plus 6. Is
So
that the same?
36, 42 half to 21. Okay.
And 21 for the second hit.
21 does hit.
Okay, so that is 25 total for the second hit.
To 12. So, all right. Still just slamming this thing. It's hurting. It's hurting. And he's starting to look around and get desperate. He's seeing everybody sort of collapse around him. But it is not down. Is that going to be the end of your turn?
Yep.
All right. In that case, he saw Norgog, the limp. He's got 2 in front of him. And Gandalin just spit in his face. This is 17, Gandalin.
Actually, I was about to say yes. Let me check the wording on. No, it fucking doesn't.
No, it doesn't hit.
Does not hit.
Okay.
Barely, but it doesn't.
All right. It's 24 on the second one.
24 hits. Yep.
And on the gore is a 26.
That first one puts me down.
The first one puts you down?
Yeah, I had 1 hit point.
Okay.
I was barely standing.
All right, then I will not roll for that one. As the cleaver puts you down, he will turn to Kaushik and headbutt towards your direction for
No.
the 26.
No.
Taking
No. What?
that is 17 plus 4 piercing damage for a total of 21 piercing damage.
I'm down.
Okay. As he knocks you down, your form actually gets tossed 10 feet back to right here. Gandalin unconscious as well. Sleepy faces everywhere.
Can we go ahead and take our break?
Nope, we got 15 minutes. Is going to now, with a clearer path, move right to Crowley, and you get an AOP on that, both Gorham and Monkey.
He doesn't have a clear path. He's a large creature.
He is a large creature, but why can't he move here?
Because he's too big.
These two people are unconscious.
Oh, who's
And dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't. Gandalin's unconscious.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
Yes.
down. I had 1 hit point.
Okie dokie.
19 to hit.
19 does hit.
21 to hit.
Both of them hit. Let's see damage.
31 damage.
15. Gonna be-
That's actually, I saw the dagger out, so 6 piercing damage, but I get to move because I hit him with the AOP.
Nice.
There is no running today.
All right, you just move right up behind him since you hit him with the AOP. All right.
I'm grabbing his butt cheeks, boy. We're going in.
I fucking hope somebody's grabbing this dude's butt cheeks.
Gorham, can you read out that ability? Does that movement provoke AOPs or no?
Uno momento. Let me.
Not a problem.
I do not provoke attacks of opportunity.
Nice.
Fuck yes.
Nice. Okay.
Thank God. Thank the ancestors.
I would like Crowley, Artyom, and Gorham to all make wisdom saving throws for me.
The day I stopped rolling on D&D Beyond was the best day of my life.
17 plus 1.
16 plus 7.
Succeeds.
8.
Gorham and Artyom both succeed. All right. Crowley, same
8.
scenario as the rage fills your mind once again. Your rapier in your hand. You can't hit him, but you have to hit something.
Hit yourself.
Gandalin.
Hit yourself.
Hit yourself, brother.
The
You're
monkey.
Your own worst enemy.
Truly
The
evil.
monkey.
It is now Crowley's turn. Gorham, you are on deck.
You're your own worst enemy, Crowley. It's always been the case.
Hit one of those corpses in the wheelbarrow.
Crowley, I would say
Will
that the
pick up.
closest creature to you that is a threat would be Gorham.
Go away, Crowley. You don't want the smoke.
I gave the HP. I can take it away.
No!
Yes. Let this rage end it. Rage!
16.
16 hit Gorham.
That misses.
All right. And so I've still got movement,
You do
and
have
I'm getting
movement.
in position to flank him.
Okay. You move on to the other side of this
Useless.
as he bears
we
down
go.
towards you, Crowley.
Like your mama. Just start belittling him with the your mama joke.
What is? I can't remember.
Gandalin.
It's not green.
Gandalin. Gandalin. Shh, you're unconscious.
He'd say that while he was unconscious. Don't even.
He's like talking in his sleep. and he's
Gorham,
like,
it is your turn.
I'm gonna swap back to the hammer. That's my best chance.
Okay, dropping your dagger to the floor, you bring your heavy hammer up. Go ahead and roll.
We're gonna give the pop a little pop. Alright, 17. Does that 17 hit?
17 does hit.
13 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
18 plus 7, I assume.
That does hit.
That's hard. Uh,
8 bludgeoning damage?
Yeah.
To 4. Okay. 2 hammer strikes
Why will
across his
you
back.
die.
He's looking around wildly at this. So this red radiant energy just drifting off of his eyes, turning into pure flames now. Sort of drops down to one knee, sort of gets back up. This huge cleaver dragging behind him. Not looking very, very hurt. It's gonna bring us to Norgog's turn. Who at the top of his turn
Light out,
is
buddy.
going to take some damage.
I know you got a bottle of olive oil in there somewhere. Just slide right out.
Dear God. 32.
It's time to oil up.
What is this, Hakan? It's taking, 30.
That's what I was thinking.
He had 31 hit points. Death saves happen at the beginning of turns, correct?
Yes.
And Norgog will make his first one.
Wait, what? But you don't make it on the same round you go down.
Oh yeah, you are correct.
Hold up.
Norgog is unconscious though. He takes the damage at the beginning of the round, so yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. Which is going to bring us to the giant's turn. He's already got a medium creature with him. Giant is going to move up to you. Unable to engulf you since he currently has Norgog inside, is going to make a couple of slam attacks against your form, RTM.
All right. AC's only 12.
There's a natural 20 for the first one.
All right.
And a unnatural, no, that's a 21 for the second one.
That's 16. What's this modifier? So 20 for the first concentration check.
Okay, you take, I think it's +4. Make sure real quick.
And 22 for the second. Hell yeah.
Okay, you take 18 points of bludgeoning damage on the first one.
Okay.
And 24 points of bludgeoning damage on the second slam. As this thing just walks up to you, returning the favors, battering your gorilla form. Okay,
right.
that is going to be its turn. Gandalin, I would like you to make a death saving throw, please.
Success, 15.
All right, one success.
Now I'm gonna fucking roll over 10.
Okay, Kaushik, I would like you to make a death saving throw for me, please.
14.
14 is a success.
Oh, cool. Okay.
2 successes so far.
I don't.
So 1, 2. Okay. Artyom, it is your turn.
I will incur an attack of opportunity as I yeet over here.
Uh-oh, I did not update for me, sorry. Sort of one big gorilla leap over Gandalin's body. He will take a smack at you. For a natural 1. His
Oh,
luck.
nice.
Just sort of lazily flapping out at you. And you're attacking the blue moose, I suppose?
Yeah, first attack is a 24.
24 hits.
Second attack is a 28.
Both hit. Roll damage for me.
15. First one's 31.
31 damage.
Yeah. And the second one's 14.
14 damage. Sight its fate, Artyom.
I will pick it up and pile drive its antlers into the ground until his face and head are just a shattered mush, and then scream at the giant, ready for it to get some.
You pick it up.
Unhand me! No, no!
As it just gets smashed into oblivion over and over again. The giant turns this direction and has very much the same expression on his face that he does in that portrait.
He said,
Surprise Pikachu face.
He's dead. Crowley, it is your turn.
Well, let's see. I am going to cast. Damn. I'm gonna move over here.
Okay.
Not much like. Man. Hate to do it, but I guess you know what? I need to get some damage on this thing, so we're just gonna cast Dissonant Whispers. Wisdom save.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
That's why I made sure to move like across from it.
Did roll an 18 minus 2 for a total of 16.
Oh well, 16 is the save. On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage, which is what I was okay with, and doesn't have to move or anything.
What's
So,
the type?
Sidekick.
Okay. All right.
Insane. Oh, I clicked it. What is going on? Okay, 1 second. Almost typed in roll 3d65.
Ooh. Nice roll.
Yes, thank you. 16, so half of 16.
So 8 damage. It's gonna bring us. Okay. This thing sort of stumbles back, holding its head as it touches its own face reacting to its hand, just sort of. You hear this where its skull would be just sort of cave in.
It's like, I lost my bone, so I wouldn't have to deal with this.
That is gonna bring us to Gorham's turn. What would you like to do, Gorham?
I'm on a. What leg is Norgog in?
Do what?
It is. I could assume Norgog's in the other leg, right?
Make a quick perception for me. You didn't see him go in like you did your brother.
If he's in the same leg, he should have just slid out the same
Yeah.
hole.
18.
18. Yeah, I'll say you see him in his right leg.
All right. Well, try to get this boy out of there again.
You gonna use your dagger and try to cut him out again?
Yeah.
All right. Opposed athletics check. It's a 12. I got a 16 total.
16 plus 7.
Very nice. That's at disadvantage too?
Yes.
Very nice. Cutting open. Roll your dagger's damage.
Yeah. 5 damage.
2. 69. Nice. As you cut Norgog's form from it, pulling him out prone, eyes closed currently, not moving. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
God damn it, y'all! Stop dying. Fuck. No.
All right. Gonna bring us to Norgog for a death save. For success. All right. However, that does bring us to the giant's turn. With Norgog sort of expelled off to the side here, and one current target within range, he's going to attempt to engulf you, Gorham, much as he did your brother. That is a 19 to hit.
Do it
We're
now.
going in, boys.
Gorham disappears into the creature's form.
And he slides right out the hole.
Like a slip and slide.
There are two.
Nope.
There's a hole in each one of them legs, Jonesy.
The skin itself is animated, so although Gorham did slide 2 slits into these things, this skin moves and tightens around, grasping onto Gorham's form, holding into place. You are currently restrained and cannot breathe and blinded. That is going to he's going to face this way and move up to the gate. And that is going to end his turn.
It's gonna run away with Gorham in the leg.
That's going to bring us to Gandalin's turn. Gandalin.
Woohoo! Failure.
Okay. Kaushik. Failure. Artyom.
I'm going to roll a wisdom save. Because apparently, rules as written, you can't end your polymorph when you want to.
That's dumb. End your polymorph if you want to end your polymorph.
Because it's a concentration spell, and you can just end concentration spells whenever you want.
Yeah, I'm saying it's dumb. If you want to end your spell, you can end your spell.
Sure. I will zoop over here. Let me pull out the right token.
As you step on Gandalin and Kaushik, I need both of you to fail 2 death saving throws for me.
That's the play. I'm about to put this guy's skin on and like wear it as my new armor. We're gonna become one. I get like a few levels from that. Artyom's going full evil now. No, I'm gonna hit cure wounds on Kaushik and tell her to get some people up.
Okay.
That's 9 hit points back.
All right, Kaushik, you are back up. No longer needing to
Bless
make
you.
death saves, but at 9 health. Does that end your turn, Artyom?
No, it does not.
All right, what would you like to do?
I need to see that took 10 feet of my movement. So 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Right there. That'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Ending Artyom's turn is going to bring us around to Crowley. What would you like to do?
Let's see. I'm going to move. Actually, no, I'm not going to go there. Move over here and stabilize Gandalin.
How are you stabilizing Gandalin?
Bro, he's gonna accidentally kill me.
I'm going to use Psychic. No, I'm kidding. So we're
I'm
going to do
use something called Mind Bore.
Yeah, so we're going to Mind Bolt him.
Crowley brings out a bone saw.
What a medicine check do, DM?
Are you
All
trained? Are you trained in medicine?
No, but I get to roll everything as a bard, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm checking.
+1.
Right. Go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Yep.
So
It doesn't have to work. It just has to show, like, I feel bad about stabbing him, so I'm gonna like fill the hole with the rapier.
it's a
real
D20
quick.
plus your
Appreciate
wisdom.
it.
Yeah, no, I got it right here. I just thought I'd click it, but guess not. 19.
19 total.
Nice.
Stabilizes
0 hit
Gandalin.
points.
Gandalin,
Know
you
what
are
I'm-
stable, but at 0 hit points.
Yep.
All right.
And that'll end
Oh,
my
I don't-
turn.
That doesn't get rid of my death saves, does it? Since I'm still unconscious, does it?
It does. You're stable.
Oh,
Does?
okay.
Yeah,
You're-
you're
you're
stable. You don't have to
stable.
roll anything.
Yeah.
Well, I know I don't have to roll, but I didn't know if it got rid of the ones that I had already had. If I get put back into the like actively like
Oh,
life or death struggle.
Yeah, if someone steps on you or stabs you or something like that, maybe.
Yeah,
We'll
so
get
reset.
to that. Gorham, at the beginning of your turn, you take. It's not the right
Hello.
dice.
Hello.
I rolled double ones. That's a 6.
I literally
Fake news. I don't take anything.
At the beginning of your turn, you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are beginning to suffocate. What would you like to do?
Am I in one of the legs?
You are in one of the legs currently. The skin just wrapping around you, constricting you.
Can I make a athletics check to try to get out?
You can.
Get myself out, getting everybody out of this motherfucker.
Disadvantage. Roll it.
I rolled a 10 and a 9, so 9 plus 7. 16.
You grab onto some of the skin folds that you can manage and rip it apart, stepping outside of the leg, taking a deep breath, and
Nice.
actually are ejected right out here beside Artyom. Bam.
Nice.
Ah.
Anything
said-
else for your turn?
I can't do much besides move, and I don't want to get AOP'd, so I'm just gonna be here.
Okay.
Engulf me again, brother.
Kaushik, you are now conscious and back around the world of the living. What would you like to do?
First of all, take that ugly ass sleepy face off. Thank you. Okay. I am going to run over to Melgrum.
Okay.
How long has it been?
Not 10 rounds.
Yeah, not 10 rounds.
I am going to collapse atop him, grabbing his face. Kaushik is going to cast Revivify. Her eyes will go white. His eyes will go white.
Okay.
And in Dwarvish, I will speak to
shit.
him. I can't speak Dwarvish, so I'm just going to attempt to do the accent that they do.
Nice.
I'm going to lean down into his little ear, and I'm going to whisper, "Your father's not ready to see you yet." And then, ba-ba, 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 he's revivified 1 hit point. He's back.
Okay. You cast the spell, bringing
Oh,
out
God.
your diamond that you bought
Oh yeah, who cares about the diamond?
and placing it on Melgrim's chest. And as you do, and you cast Revivify, your diamond crumbles onto Melgrim's chest. Your magic sort of just shattering it across. You're left with a smaller diamond in your hand. Now you can edit it to a diamond that is worth 200 gold.
Precious.
Melgrim does not move. That is going to bring us to Crowley's turn.
All right.
What do you
So
mean he
once
doesn't look-
again, we're gonna cast a spell. Let's see. Well, we already know what it is. It's Dissonant Whispers. Roll me that wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw. That is a 5 minus 2 for a total of 3.
All right.
So
Love it.
I'll take that as success.
Yes, sir. So first of all, let's put some damage on it. Everything's so slow. And then it's going to try and run away. So only 8 psychic damage, but it's going to try and run and incur attacks of opportunity.
It will not actually. Carly, as you cast your Distant Whispers again, the creature holding its head and turning as the wind is sort of blowing at this southeasterly direction. The wind fills this thing up as it kind of goes limp into this horrifying nightmare of a wacky, wavy, inflatable arm man as the wind picks him up in its dead form and just sort of drapes it across the fence right here, like yesterday's laundry drying out.
That's disgusting.
And that is where we will take our break. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. That was pretty intense, and I enjoyed it very, very much. Thank you, guys. We will be back in a few minutes. Give us about 20 minutes. Get a drinky and maybe a wee in. We'll be back. Drop a follow if you haven't yet. We'll be back. Much love.
Oh my goodness.
Bye.
And we are back. Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back. This is Hard Knock Dice. No stress at all here.
Yes.
None.
Yes.
Not 1 ounce of stress was had.
Mucho stress.
I feel good. How do you guys feel?
Yeah, that is a
I don't
good
know. How do I feel, DM?
We'll get to that. Bringing us back in, as some would say. The party had made their way through these marshes and had saw this compound rising above in these sort of ash and barren wastelands. They decided to try to sneak up as they saw this green, sickly energy that they had been following and traced it, at least some of it, to this place with some sort of pylon type structure above it, sort of attracting this energy. As they snuck up to it, dealing with some animated skins of sorts, the husks of previous creatures, smaller ones, they saw a larger one look over, being animated by some sort of fiend within, the Herald of Slaughter himself. They dealt with them, However, they did have some casualties in the process. Melgrim, after being swallowed by this large giant husk of animated skin, fell unconscious. And as he did so, Artyom, through no other I'm sorry, I was trying to change our music so it didn't have like big boss battle music in the background. Melgrim, the lights went out for you as Artyom, making an attack, having no better idea that it would hurt you, brought you down. Then at the top of your turn, failing another save. Eventually, life escaped you. Your brother pulled you out. Everyone dealt with the fiend and the giant. That is where we currently are. Melgrim, we will get to you in a moment as Kaushik has cast Revivify on you. However, we are still in initiative order and there are still party members down. So, we ended with Crowley, who had finished the giant husk, which is going to bring us to Gorham. Gorham, what would you like to do?
Well, I can't really heal anybody. I'm gonna run over to old Melgy.
Okay. You don't have to worry about the battle map so much. This is
Okay.
Yeah, we're in initiative, but it's loose initiative at this point. You run over to your brother's form. What do you do?
You know, I'm just kind of kneel down. Brother, wake up. Come on. You can pull through this. That's not I ain't anything else.
Okay. I would like both Kaushik and Gorham to make persuasion checks for me. While you do that, it is Norgog's turn.
— 15?
15, okay.
13 here.
Roll a
13.
9.
All right. All right. Gandalin, you were still stabilized, so death checks are not necessarily. You were still at 0 hit points. Kaushik. Are you just sitting there above Melgrim? Still waiting for your Revivify to take hold? Or would you like to do anything else?
I do want to hop on over to him, the one that's Gandalin.
Him. Okay. You're seeing Gorham sort of kneel down by his brother, knowing that he's in good hands. You step away and you go to Gandalin's form.
I am going to cast Cure Wounds. Circle of Mortality will be 1d8 plus 4.
Okay.
So 12.
That's 12 points
12
of
hit
healing.
points for him, yeah.
Gandalin, you're now conscious and back in initiative order. Okay. Artyom, it is your turn.
Wiggle on up to Norgog and hitting with the first level Cure Wounds for our lowest possible of 6.
Okay. He will still take it as I will adjust his hit points to 6. Uh-oh. Hello? Thank you. All right. No one is unconscious any longer, save for Melgrim. Melgrim.
All right. What's up?
As you were sitting there suffocating, being crushed by the inside of this thing, the air squeezed from your lungs, unable to fill them. Blackness overtakes your sight. For a minute, it is just pure silence. You hear nothing, you see nothing, you feel nothing. It is just blackness. After a moment, you start, as if you were walking down this corridor the entire time, you start to see a rocky cavern around you. your footsteps just sort of echoing off of these wide halls that you're walking towards. You see two very, very large stone doors in front of you, either side. Dwarven iconography all over them. So on either side, you see statues of dwarves themselves, larger than life, just sort of sitting there, sentinel and forever guarding. As you walk up to these two stone gate doors, as they just sort of scrape across the ground and open up for you, you're met with the sight of a great hall in front of you. Dwarves and ancestors of past sit at tables filled with feasts, meals, ale, laughing and having a good time. As you walk toward here, you see one familiar dwarf, shirtless currently sitting at this table. Gigantic, unmistakable red beard. Red braid coming off the top, tied tightly down his back. His shoulders covered in the same red fur that coats his face and everything, as most dwarves are. He could nearly be a beast or an animal himself with as much fur as he's boasting. He finishes off an ale, slams it down onto the table, stands up, throws a pickaxe over his shoulder, and starts walking away from you, turning left down another hall. What would you like to do?
I'm going to follow.
All right. You make your way. The hundreds of dwarves on just these two tables, gigantic tables, as they're sitting there talking in the mother tongue about everything, lives past, and what plans are for the future, as if the world is still moving around them. You go and you follow your father, taking a left down this hallway. Smaller set of stone doors open up. You go into another cavern. Roughly hewn, not finished. Supported by beams on either side. This is a dwarven mine shaft. You make your way down. And you hear it sort of echoing in the distance. Ping, ping, ping. The hit of a pickaxe on stone or mineral. As you make your way down, you see your father hitting this stone, the side wall, just going, raging, sweating profusely, and just slamming to the side of it. Not paying you any mind currently. What would you like to do?
Go up to him.
Okay.
Like, Father?
Stops. Doesn't look at you in the eye, just sort of looks over his shoulder. Sets his pickaxe on the ground. Handle up. Walks over to you. Looking you dead in the eyes, now staring you down. And he smacks the shit out of you in the side of your head. The hell are you doing, lad?
I don't know.
You're damn right you don't know, you fucking idiot. What are you doing here?
You can't tell me that?
No, I can't tell you that. I don't know what you're doing here.
Well, I was
You don't want to be here. It's not where you should be. You're too fucking young.
I agree on that. I was in a fight and I lost.
And you lost? He hits you again in the side of the head. Why the fuck did you lose?
Exhausted.
Excuses.
You're right.
I'm always right. Shit. Come here, boy. And he wraps you up in a big hug. Just sort of pulls you in tight. You can't be playing around with your own life like this. You're way too young, and you don't belong here. What are you doing? Why are you getting into fights? You were in the mines when I left you.
Trying to get Yidril, father.
His eyes sort of go misty. My boy. That path will only lead to death. Yidril's not some scoundrel like we thought, okay? I made a mistake, and I'd paid with it with my life. Lad, you see where I am currently, and you don't want to see you here. Not until you're good goddamn old and ready. This beard should be grey the next time I see you, and we rejoice in these halls. Yidril is strong, but he's only a beginning of this. He's just a pawn in this fucking scary one.
What do you mean? Just a pawn?
This is bigger than just you. It's bigger than us. You see just hesitation in his eyes as he's looking at you. You're as pig-headed as I am. So I know my words ain't gonna do very much, especially if I'm not there to fucking stop it. Secrets lie below home. And he rears back, tightens his fist, and he punches the shit out of you, and all you see is blackness. As you all sort of standing around, Gorham sort of waking up, Melgrim, in your sort of peripheral, you hear, "It's not time to see your father yet." And you hear your brother's voice, "Come on now, wake up." And your eyes sort of blink open as you see Gorham sort of patting the side of your cheek.
Brother?
Melgrim! This big old bear hug. Brother, I thought we lost you.
You did for a second there. We have a lot to talk about, brother. I think I need to rest a little bit first, but I was there. I saw my father. And then I'm just gonna try to see if I can rest.
Okay, Melgrim, you come back to, you have 5 levels of exhaustion.
Oh.
All right, what does that do?
If you add active conditions, you can go to, it should have exhausted there, if I'm not mistaken. It does. Click on level 5.
Damn. Your speed
Speed reduced to 0.
Hit point maximum half. Disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Yep.
And,
And ability
disadvantage
checks.
on ability checks as well, yeah.
Shit, where do
Walk it off.
I would like to go back to Melgi.
Okay.
He's got 1 hit point, I believe, so I can't unfortunately do Circle of Mortality, but I still want to.
You can stab him real quick, bring him back down to 0.
I could, actually. I might.
Let's not do that.
Okay.
You've done enough stabbing today.
Listen, I brought your brother back. I say that in Dwarvish. Okay, I'm gonna cure wounds on him.
Okay.
And that is a beautiful 10 points.
It's not bad at all.
Melgrim, you regain 10 points of health.
Give you a little bit of something to work with, buddy.
Melgrim, you go to sit up and move to somewhere a little bit more comfortable, not sitting in you know, where you were presumably dead and you were unable to move. Your muscle is just too weak currently to even support your own weight.
I will help him move wherever he wants to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll help as well.
You guys sort of throw his arms over each of your shoulders, move him off to the side somewhere to rest.
I gotta kind of bend down a little bit, but I got it.
All right. What is everybody else doing?
As soon as I see that Melgrim's back up, I'll kind of try to catch Crowley's eye and just sort of nod over to the house.
Crowley's going to nod, eye being caught, and start moving over that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
To the main house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything's real shitty right now, and he seems to be the only person who hasn't torn the shreds out of everyone here. So, like, let's get this done. Let's get this over with so we can go back home. Job's
Okay.
not finished yet, sort of situation.
Where are you going to? Are you going in the house, or are you going to, like, towards the top of this pylon, which is affixed to the top of it, which you can see now?
Oh, there's a pylon affixed to the house.
Yes.
I guess could I do like a perception check to see get a better view of what's going on around here? Maybe.
Sure. Tell me. Go ahead and roll. It's a disadvantage. But
12.
12 total. And then what are you trying to look for exactly?
Just if I can see if like the energies and stuff seem to be coming towards this pylon, or if this seems like it's like a pit stop or a source.
Okay. It's easier to see now that you're kind of directly up under this area. There is some sort of ashy clouds still sort of floating over this area. The top of the pylon somewhat obscured by it. You can't really tell as a source. You do see multiple sort of intersections with this thing, but you can't tell if it's emanating or if it's receiving. It's not really that sort of wave of energy, something that you can perceive like that. It seems at the very least this is absolutely an intersection for it, as you see several different going from several different directions from here, and at the very top of it, this sort of undulating green glow just
Gotcha. Well, Crowley, should we try to deal with the pylon first, or see if there's any information inside? Generally, demons or devils or whatever that was, they oftentimes don't keep diaries, but you never know.
Let's quickly see if we can find something, and then we'll deal with this pylon.
All right, I'll head inside, not being slow about it.
okay.
There's still a Milo outside that's very much in danger, so.
You're absolutely correct. Not being slow about it, you walk into the house. It is not locked. However, when you do, you're immediately greeted with the signs of and scene of what only could be described as a horror movie, as furniture and walls are covered with flesh and flesh-crafted materials. You see sort of a bed that is just sewn of skins. You see furniture very much the same way, made of bone and skin. It is fairly awful. In the sort of back corner directly away from you guys, you have what looks to be a small well, sort of raised up. Can't really see what's inside just from the front door currently. And on the direct opposite side of it, you see bone and crafted bone hanging from the ceiling in different just sort of different patterns. Like if you've ever seen those art exhibitions where you just have things hanging around, that is currently what's going on. And these bones, as you sort of study it from across the room, are shaped into weapons or semblances of weapons. You don't think they'd be very functional, as they're bone and probably fairly brittle, but they're shaped into shapes like spears and flattened out versions of like axes, and you see some arrows and everything as they just sort of hang there motionless.
Does it seem like this is just decoration or more of a ritual type kind of thing?
Make a religion check for me.
8.
You're not really.
Wait, hold on. Both of them are 5, so 8.
You're not really sure.
Yeah, I will just, unless Crowley seems like he has anything to say, I'll just continue to look around the place.
Yeah, Crowley's going to look around, see if there's anything he can find, determine there anything hidden away.
Okay. Make an investigation check for me.
I'll let him make a straight roll.
Okay. So just a straight roll, Crowley.
Yeah, D&D Beyond's fighting against me today. Nat 20.
Hey.
Okay. As you sort of walk through this room looking for it, anything that sticks out or will give you a clue about what's above, you walk in. To your left, what looks to be some sort of awful horror living situation. It looks as if this creature just found pleasure in the gore and horror surrounding him constantly. You sort of push through this main area, these bones. They're hanging from the ceiling, and you switch to the other side. Crowley, there is but a brief moment as if you have to get a specific angle on these bone crafted sort of weapons, and you pause for a second looking at this, sort of looking up and down as you go to walk around it, and in the shape of sort of a twisted scowling skull face sort of makes its way into your view as the angle the angle of these creatures, those things you sort of walk around, it just looks like random junk hanging. You get a specific angle on it and it makes a picture for you. It is that exact thing, and it looks like an angry skull face, 2 horns out to either side, and it is only viewable from this angle. Sort of an open gaping maw with sharp teeth.
Well, that is disturbing.
Unless you would like to do anything else, you continue walking around, sort of getting this view, getting to this pool that is fairly near all of these sort of hanging elements. Looking inside, there is a dark maroon substance that is just sort of ever rolling.
A dark maroon substance just rolling.
Correct.
But there is it concentrated from something, or what was it concentrated from?
It's just sort of in this well or pool type thing, stone walls in the middle of this house. It's just sitting there and it's just sort of shifting.
That's a lot of blood, I'd imagine. If it is indeed blood. Is there anything controlling it, or is there or is it just there, just welling around?
You don't see any sort of controls or anything like that. It's just sort of there, and it's moving around in this well area.
Okay. Well, if I don't see anything that looks like it could interact with the pylon above, then I will.
Well, as you can continue moving around to the opposite side of this thing. This thing pretty much takes up the main sort of foyer area, this bone and pool. You move around and you don't see anything as you're looking up at the ceiling with a natural 20. You don't see anything that sort of interacts with this pylon, or so it seems. You do see what look to be hooks coming in from the top. You can imagine this is where the feet of these pylon are, sort of anchoring it to this roof. At least some of them. But other than that, you don't see any sort of levers or anything, any sort of runes that would interact with this.
Does it seem like people are hung from that hook and then bled into the well?
The hooks themselves are actually affixed to the ceiling, holding the
okay.
pylon itself above. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, misunderstood that.
And yeah, and Crowley will point that out to Artyom, telling him those hooks are keeping it up on the roof. Perhaps that'll help us get rid of it easier. At least unlatch it from the roof and bring it down.
Yeah, I'll just start doing that.
All right. How are you doing that?
How tall is the roof?
The roof is above you. He was a large creature, is probably 14 or 15 feet tall.
I'll try to jump.
Okay. All right. You jump. I mean, it's not a hard check. You're 6'5". You can pretty easily jump and grab onto one of these hooks. There's a very small space to grab onto one. What are you doing exactly?
And it's affixed to the ceiling. It's a hook, so
Yeah,
I will
it
try.
looks to be like sort of a counterweight system, almost like the pylon. If the wind were to blow it, this hook would sort of press up against the ceiling, preventing it from moving anywhere.
Yeah, I guess if depending on how much weight is opposed to me, I would try to leverage my feet onto the ceiling and kind of pull down.
Just trying to
get
bend the hook out of.
No, I'm probably going upside down, hanging onto the hook and pulling it down. If that makes sense.
Right. I mean, so are you trying to like detach it from the bottom of the pylon through the roof? Okay. Roll a strength check for me. And we'll be a disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll cast guidance on him.
Okay.
All right.
As you hops up here, you grab his ankle real quick and cast some guidance.
I can do it from a distance, so it's okay.
You're right.
19 total.
19 total. You pull on this thing and you pull, and you feel like you give it a pretty good effort. Unfortunately, it is not detaching from the bottom of this thing. You actually get it. You hear some, and you see some of the material moving through a hole in the roof, just sort of scraping against the roof. But unfortunately, no avail on removing it.
How goes it up there, Artyom?
It's stuck in here pretty good. Let's just set this fucking place on fire.
That is a fair thing we could do. Let us at least check it from above. Can you get up there? Is there a window up there? What's going on?
You don't really see any windows in this house. It looks like you could probably get onto the roof if you wanted to check it out from above.
Okay. And as I pass by, that figure that when you walk past it, it forms into one of those 3D. It's of the thing we fought outside, right? Because you said it was a
roll.
Or did it look like him? That's more what I was trying to guess.
Give me just a base perception check.
Okay, well, 14.
14. There's very, very large differences. This does not seem like the same creature.
I would like to commit this thing to memory. I definitely study it like for a long while before, obviously like waiting for Artyom to come down before destroying it. Whatever shrine or piece of art it is, I don't believe it to be of any good, so I will destroy it with the rapier. Just
You're doing that right now?
Yeah.
Okay. As you sort of cut, not hard to do with your rapiers, are slashing down these things. They're clattering to the ground. You make your way, these bones clattering as you do. Yeah, without issue, as you cut them down, falling to the ground, you finally get to the last ones.
Yeah,
surrounded by bone.
Yeah, he's going to look at him. These idols do not do well for us. We must make sure this whole place is burnt down when we're done with the pylon, as you say. And let's make our way outside and see about getting on that roof.
Okay. You guys make your way out. It wouldn't be difficult to do. They're hopping onto the log fence. You could hop onto the back of the house fairly easily with some doing and with some help. Not going to make you guys roll for it. After you sort of boost up one, and the other one reaches their hand down, helping the other one up. You guys find your way onto the roof, making your way to this thing. It seems to be sort of this not collaboration, this sort of compiled materials of bone, wood, and metal, sort of twisted and braided in with each other, going all the way to the top, sort of cross connecting all the way up to this sort of focal point at the top. And being this close to it, you have to sort of shield your eyes. At the very top, this sort of bright green glow is incredibly bright at this point. And you're probably 30 feet away from it now.
All right. Do you have any means of bringing this thing down? Going to attempt for magic at the moment.
Well, that would make both of us, but he's going to go and check it out. Let's see if we can find a way to break this down easily.
Okay.
And he's just going to look and see, because you said it was made of different materials, right?
It is made of different materials, sort of braided together. Bone, metals, woods from the surrounding areas. It looks like they're all sort of combined together in an odd fashion. The metals looking like some silver inlays, just sort of wrapping around it. And on the bones, when you get closer, make a perception check for me.
8.
Okay. You see about what I've described so far. Nothing out of the ordinary. It looks like it was meant to last here, though, and last through these winds that sort of blow through here.
Well, I don't see anything particularly fragile about this. Let's go through the spell list.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely can't dissonant whispers this thing. I can mock it for being such a fragile piece of pylon.
And you said the hooks are affixed to chains?
No, the hooks go down into the house itself as the counterbalance system, sort of gripping onto the inside of the ceiling.
What are the hooks made out of?
The same type of braided together materials.
Okay, I'll just start trying to rip the hooks out with primal savagery and do acid damage to them and the surface of the building if need be.
Okay.
Start ravaging into it over and over until they come out.
Crowley's gonna nod and step back and let him work.
Okay. How long does primal savagery last?
It's for an attack.
Okay. In that case, roll an attack for me.
Disadvantage?
Not attack rolls.
Oh, you just want me to roll damage?
Yeah,
attack roll.
Just roll an attack roll and then roll damage.
Okay. So the regular attack roll is a 8 because I rolled horrible.
Okay. All right, and what's the damage?
The damage would be 18 acid damage.
All right. I mean the attack roll is more so to see if you get a crit and hit it in some sort of weak spot. It is obviously not moving, but you do hit the sort of the base of it, whereas sort of, and you attack for it, doing 18 points of acid damage. Some of the acid damage sort of sinks in. Others of it, and RGM, since you're so close to it now, as you hit it, these you see sort of inlaid in these bones that are wrapped around it, sort of twisting around and broken around. Small sort of glyphs and runes just sort of running up the side of it. And as you do, it does deal some damage and does some pock marking to it, but it doesn't do 18 points worth, it seems.
Well, if it does a little bit,
you're gonna just continue at it.
Yeah, just keep going.
Okay, that is gonna take you some time. While he does that, would anybody else like to do something?
Probably. Yes.
I was gonna say I'm gonna call out to Gorham, see if he can come up here and help.
Did we get Melgrim wherever we wanted to get him?
Yeah, you guys pull off Melgrim to one side just so he's sort of can lean against the fence away from the body or wagon full of bodies, not body full of wagons. Body full of wagons, and you sort of pull him up against the fence. And he's resting there currently.
All right, you'll rest here. I'll be back. I'm gonna go help Crowley with whatever.
Okay. All right. After a couple of minutes of helping Gorham onto the top of this, you sort of met with the same sight, Gorham. This amalgamation of just bone, metal, and wood sort of going up top and meeting where this energy is. How would you like to assist, RTM?
Is he just trying to pull it down, or?
Yeah, RTM is currently slashing at it with these like magical acid claws.
I mean, I got a hammer. That's good for breaking stuff, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's also good for building stuff, but yeah.
Well, you know, it depends
You
on where
build
you
the
hit.
pylon
It's
stronger.
either
Oh no.
Bob the Builder or Bob the Breaker, depending on what day you catch them on.
Bob the Deceiver.
Wait.
Do I need to roll an attack or?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an attack and roll damage.
All right, 14 plus 7.
Okay. Yeah.
And then 1 moment, reroll at 6. Reroll that 1 rather. So 15 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Sort of the same situation in which these sort of runes and glyphs light up on the either side, and it seems to be some sort of protective energy is around it. It's not very strong. It's very faint, like abjuration magic, sort of protecting it from this exact thing. As you two sort of still just sit here working on it while the construction crew is going on top currently. Would anybody else like to do anything?
I guess after they've made their way up there and they've started whacking away at it, Gandalin's gonna push himself up to his feet. And is Norgog over there with kind of where Melgrim and Kaushik and they've kind of taken them, or what's he doing?
Norgog is currently just sort of off to his side right now, sort of standing and trying to get his bearings, shaking his head and just sort of looking around, trying to see where he's at. Sees some of the dead things on the ground, and just really just sort of trying to get his bearings right now, as he did not have a good time just now.
I imagine not. Oh jeez, I don't know who I can fucking ask. Everybody's occupied or almost dead. Just gonna kind of call up to those on the roof. I know that this is important, but we have Milo is just out there. We can't just leave him. And the longer he's out there, the more likely something will find him and eat him.
Yes, I know it. Artem's kind of getting fucking pissed on this thing. He's like, I'm trying to destroy the device that's making him sick. It's a bad situation. I know.
Yes.
Okay.
But I could barely stand. So if somebody could help me go get him, that would be awesome.
I'll help you. I'm worse for wear. But if we don't run into anything,
yes,
we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Come here. Hopefully we don't run into anything, but I can help us take at least a couple of more hits. And he will.
Perfect.
Scream if holler if you come across anything really loud, because this is also loud.
Ping, ping, as Gorham's just whacking away as you're saying this. He will spend.
Hit it with your smite, brother.
I don't have any left, brother.
I know.
Hey,
Gandalin.
Norgog, do you have any oil?
Let me check. As he opens his pack and
Have
looks
any
in.
oil?
No, unfortunately, I have a torch. No oil.
I have
get
some
the
oil. I have a flask of oil.
Um,
Perhaps that will help you.
Let's go get him. I may have something that could work.
Yeah, let get him over here. He'll not attract any more
he is going to
Predators.
lay his hand on your and just sort of pat you on the shoulders. You walk up to him, Gandalin, healing you for 3, 8 plus 3, 11 points.
What a guy.
Using his second level spell slot to do so. And that is his last second level spot. And he will do the same for himself, healing himself. Actually, he'll cast it twice because that was a 1. 4 points and then 5, 8 points. What did I say? 4 plus 8, so 12.
Nice.
Bring himself up to 18 points. All right, that should help us get through.
Hopefully so. Let's go.
All right.
Go off with the Norgog to retrieve Milo.
Okay. You guys buried him not too long ago. I would still like Norgog is going to assist you to make a perception check. Straight roll as Norgog assists you.
Oh boy. 22.
Nice.
Now I'm actually gonna roll worth the shit.
Without issue. That roll also helps you avoid, as Norgog's just sort of walking, not really worried, just trying to get exhausted, trying to get here. You see sort of standing in the fog about 30 feet off to your right, another husk, wind blowing in the wind, sort of standing there, and you sort of stop Norgog from walking real quick and sort of redirect him.
Yeah.
After a while, you find Milo's body, uncover him, getting your cloak back.
Yay! Not attuned to it, I don't think anymore, but whatever.
No.
Throw it on just so I have my hands free, and
Okay.
all right, you get one end, I get the other.
All right. You'll grab him by both feet and just sort of put him up under his legs, holding his feet. What? Actually, what's your strength, Gandalin?
12.
12. He says, let me get the heavier end. As he actually scoops up under his shoulders. He says, you take the feet. As
Sure.
Norgog has a 17 strength.
What a guy.
Isn't he still in his armor?
Yes.
Yes.
The heavy ass
Okay.
bitch.
Yes.
So you guys are moving at like an 8th speed?
We are not moving
Pretty
very
much.
fast.
Artyom and Gorham, this thing sort of... Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, quick question.
Yeah.
Do I notice that he's also sick, Norgog?
Make a perception check for me. Disadvantage.
Yeah, 13.
Okay. You guys sort of pick him up and you look at Norgog, not coughing at the moment, but at one point while he's carrying sort of under Milo's shoulder, he says, oh, hold on, shit. Sort of wipes his eye and flings it off to the side. Fucking hell. Can barely see. All right, let's go.
Am I able to connect the dots? As we're walking along and just kind of comment that hopefully getting rid of that pylon fixes whatever we've got.
He doesn't really look at you and just sort of stares down at Milo as he's walking, and he says, well, at this point we don't have much of a choice. Continues walking.
Very true. Yep, that's it.
Okay. Gorham and Artyom. Kaushik, you had something?
It's fine. Go ahead.
No, if you got something, this is taking a while for all of this stuff to happen. Yeah.
Okay. During this time, I am still sitting with Melgrim. I'd like to talk to him, if that's okay.
Of course. Unless
Surely.
Melgrim, unless you just want to ignore Kaushik.
You better not fucking ignore me.
I'm trying to sleep. I was just dead.
I brought you back into this world. I can take you back out.
God damn. You have a movement speed of 0. You should be pretty easy to hit.
Yeah.
I am going to. I presume that I heard, since was I standing with him? I'm pretty sure I was standing with him whenever he was telling Gorham that they had a lot to talk about. Did I hear that?
I mean, you were nearby, unless Melgrim was trying to be sneaky about it, which I don't think he was.
Yeah.
He just said we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, and he said that he saw his father or whatever.
Mhm.
So I'm going to. Sir, you saw your father, you say. What happened?
Well, I believe I was in the Hall of the Ancestors, and yeah, I don't really know how to explain it other than I was talking to my father, and said a lot about Yidril. Don't
Like
particularly
what?
understand. Just he was a pawn of something bigger than him, involved in something more than he obviously knew at the time of his passing. And just something about secrets that supposedly lie beneath our home. Don't really know how to interpret that. But
I'm just gonna
how
sit there and take it all in.
Okay.
how did I come back? I was dead, right?
Right. Well, I learned a couple of tricks back in my training, and I don't know if you remember me being on that journey for that 300 gold piece diamond, but let's just say I'm very glad that I finally ended up finding it for your sake.
Ah, I see.
Comes in handy.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Couldn't let you
And
leave
if I
us. We
could
still
hug
need
her,
your help.
I don't know. Does
We're
it
gonna hug!
still try to hug? Like,
You gotta roll a constitution saving throw.
As she cast inflict wounds.
Those wounds are inflicting themselves.
Kaushik, make a perception check for me.
Okay. Yes, a 12.
12.
Nice.
As you lean in and you hug Melgrim, and you sort of come back. On the left side of his face, you see an imprint of a human hand, or a appropriately sized hand, across the side of his face, sort of emanating a bronze-like energy. For a couple of seconds, it seems. You blink your eyes and it just sort of like dissipates.
Open hand
God
slap.
damn.
All right.
He slapped dicks out of you.
damn, Papa.
He slapped you back from
Holy
the
shit.
ancestral plane.
Boy said, wake up!
As you, Gorham and Artyom, sort of working away at this thing, there are, after a while, it does start to buckle. And he goes, and sort of leans towards you guys, as if it were going to break into the center of this area.
Is there anyone directly below it?
Not directly below it. No, you see on the opposite side near the fence area, sort of Kaushik talking to Melgrim. Off to the side, sort of behind you guys, you have Crowley. That's about it.
Yeah, just call out to everyone. Okay, yeah, get the fuck out of the way if this thing is going to fall. You see which way it's leaning. Don't be anywhere in that direction.
Kaushik and Melgrim, you guys sort of look up, and this thing is sort of leaning in your direction. You don't think the physical stuff would hit you as it fell down.
Uh-oh.
Well, I am going to say, well, all right. Well, yes, we should probably move. I'm gonna try my best to help Melgrim up and scoot across We're a little bit safer of an area.
Yeah, easily enough. Are you staying within the compound? Or are you gonna go outside of the compound?
I think staying within the compound we should still be safe as long as we move to like the other side, right? Or should I move out? Oh no, I need to know where I need a battle map. Show me where the pylon is.
I think the inference was that there could be more damage to be had if this extremely magical thing smashes open.
Right. Okay.
Whoa,
Oh,
whoa,
no.
What
whoa,
My ears.
whoa!
Sorry.
Jesus.
Only
Christ.
certain frequencies. Please,
Trying to
let's
deal
keep them.
psychic damage to everybody.
Let's keep them.
Every dog in the area is barking.
Sorry. I didn't think it was that squeaky.
Calm down,
okay.
Mariah. You're breaking all the champagne glasses in the house.
If only I could harness that whistle tone for good. I will move outside the gate, I guess.
Okay, you grab
Just
Melgrim.
right outside though.
Okay, and sort of plop you guys right outside the gate right here. Not an issue. All right. Crowley, are you going to be staying in with them, or are you going to move as well?
I'm gonna move as well.
Okay. Outside near Melgrim and Kaushik, or somewhere else?
Yeah, I think I'll go over to them.
Okay. Artyom and Gorham, you guys do some more damage to this thing. The green energy following the top of it down as it sort of bends over, and sort of your next hit will cause it to collapse.
All right. Will, yeah. Go on the head. You got a little bit longer legs than you.
All right, that's a fair point. And I'll make my way out of the way. Shut up, Ian.
Okay.
You're a midget.
Gorham, you just make your way out to where Kaushik and your brother are, and Crowley. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Artyom, you're the only one in this compound currently with this thing sort of hanging on as the wind sort of blows it. It creaking along. The wind could blow this thing over, but it does need some more persuasion to do so. I would like you to roll.
Persuasion.
I would like you to roll a persuasion check. No, I would like you to roll another attack roll and roll damage for me, please.
Could I roll gust from 30 feet away to try?
You think that the wind that is currently blowing is probably more powerful than a gust cantrip.
It's more of a joke. You said you want me to roll an attack roll, you said?
Yeah, if that's the way you're bringing it down, is with and
Daisy.
I want to give it one more smack and, you know, yeet the hell out of there as quickly as possible. Indiana Jones run or whatever the case needs to be.
Okay.
Yeah, that definitely works. That's a 22
To
with
hit.
disadvantage.
All right. You don't have disadvantage on attack rolls, just ability checks. This is an attack roll.
Yeah.
So.
Then 24.
Okay. Yeah. Striking it true on one of its last legs, as you see sort of as it's holding its weight up against the roof. You hit that part exactly. Go ahead and roll damage.
That is a 9 and an 8, so 17.
Ooh, okay. You slice it clean as it silently for a second. And as soon as you go to jump, this thing, the very top of it, hits the ground, and you just hear as the entirety of this compound is covered in necrotic energy. I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh shit!
Hey!
I'm glad we went to get Milo.
Oh,
Oh,
hell yeah,
no.
guys, I'm fine. I got a 12.
I'm pretty sure you're the last person with spell slots left.
It'll be all right.
I can use Toll the Dead on him.
What? Damn.
I guess
Put in that
we
abyss
can,
misery.
we can stabilize him nice and easy, so he'll just have to wait like 1d4 hours to wait.
It
back
depends
up.
on how much damage I take. If this does 90 points of damage, I'm just outright dead. You have to take that into consideration.
That's a good point.
What
Rip.
was your roll again?
12.
It is a failure. Artyom, as you sort of slice this thing and go to jump off the side, You take 65 points of necrotic damage as
What
it
the
explodes.
fuck?
I am unconscious.
Okay.
Gets hit back from the explosion.
Fucking damn it.
Those who are outside of the compound, you see this cloud of green energy just sort of pulsing and ricocheting off the sides as Gorham and Kaushik just sort of grab Melgrim out of instinct and try to pull him backwards away from it. All of you sort of taking a couple of steps back. You see Artyom going to jump away from it while on top of this roof, covered in this energy. And as he does, you just see him go limp in the air and then fall 30 feet down to the bottom of this. Artyom, you fail one death saving throw immediately.
That's what I was saying. That's a failed death saving
Does he
throw.
land on his neck? What was...
as you hit the ground 30 feet below this compound.
God damn it. I hate this place.
Oh boy.
What would you like to do?
There's
Okay,
literally
just
only one
seize.
person who could probably save it in time.
Let me go over there. Let me go over there to him. Let me go.
Are you just sprinting over there to him?
Yeah, I'm eating.
Okay. Kaushik, sort of, you leave Melgrim with Gorham to start hauling ass over there.
And I'm going to be screaming, Jesus fucking Christ!
All right.
Who?
Wait, what is his name? What was his name?
It's that one just that
J.
one
Christe?
That's French. And if you're talking about Gloob, that's a different campaign.
Completely different world.
Yeah,
Doesn't count.
Jesus it's a Christe is not in this world.
Jesus is a Christe. That's Jesus is a... Okay, I'm going to run and I'm going to scream, Artyom, what are you doing? Well, obviously it's not his fault.
You do
but
not
I'm
hear any
panicking.
answers. As you have to take more than your movement over there, Artyom, I would like you to make another death saving throw for me.
Oh, you better save, boy.
Bruh, if this
13.
is...
Okay.
Okay, I'm about to say, if this is how somebody fucking dies, I'm gonna be pissed.
I keep running. Am I there? Am I there? Am I there? Am I there?
Sprinting over there to him, you see Artyom's unconscious form against some rocks to the side, just sort of slumped over, blood trickling from his eyebrow. His skin itself sort of warped and like almost pockmarked, but as if it's been just dried out completely, like as if the entirety of his form has just had every bit of moisture sucked from it.
I'm gonna. Can I touch him? Am I close enough?
Yeah,
touch
you've made it up to him.
Spare the dying.
Okay, and stabilize
Ta-da.
Artyom.
That's all I got. That's all I can do for him.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna, if I can, I'm gonna grab onto maybe a piece of his clothing or something and start dragging him back over to where we were with the guys, Gorham and Melgrim. That's not gonna hurt him, is it? Me dragging him? He's big. Oh no, I don't know if I can drag him.
You can.
Okay.
Kaushik, I would like you to make a perception check for me.
I don't want to do
Disadvantage. You can't just say I don't want to and then not do it. That's not how this
I
works.
did it. I did it. I had to roll twice. It's a 13. I rolled a 14, then a 13. So.
As you grab Artyom around sort of like his stegosaurus shield and start trying to pull him, his boot sort of clanks off the rock onto the ground, and you sort of see turning towards you in the distance, maybe about 40 feet away, another husk just sort of looking in your direction, not moving currently, just sort of sitting there.
Boot clank. Put that boot back on, boy. I'm gonna put his boot back on.
That man is unconscious.
I'm
Okay.
gonna strap them boots up tight. You better tie your shoes.
Why are you taking my boots off?
I didn't take your boots off. I grabbed a shield. You didn't tie your shoes.
What are you doing?
I think he meant like his foot like bounced.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna stop moving.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just kind of try to be real easy about it and just kind of get down to where maybe I'm hiding a little bit from it.
Kaushik, make a wisdom check at disadvantage.
Shit.
Just a check.
horrifying. You're muted. Okay.
I'm dumb. I was like, wisdom. It's a 12.
12. Don't you have the healing wine in your pack?
I do have the healing wine in my pack. He does like to drink.
You should get
Just drop the
extra
cask.
healing because it's alcoholic.
Just drop the cask right on his head.
Just
Bonk.
They said it would heal. They never said you had to drink it.
I'm gonna get. It has like three worths, doesn't it? It's like worth
4, I
three.
believe.
Four
Okay,
uses.
I'm gonna give him a sip.
Okay. Sort of in as only as you could in RTM fashion, you open up his mouth to bestow upon him some wine as he's unconscious. Go ahead and roll a D8 for me.
Nice.
I'm sorry, not a D8, not a D8. 2D4. Sorry. My fault.
6.
Very nice. You come to life, Artyom, with 8 hit points.
And I'm going to immediately shush him and make sure he stays quiet.
Okay, and you just sort of put your hand over his mouth. Please mark off 1 use of the cask.
I'm trying to figure out how to do that on my
You can
inventory.
just write it in your notes or something like that.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So you do come back too.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Just gonna groggily look around to see if there's a pylon anywhere, like, and confused as like, I was just jumping off the building. Why is there a cliff nearby?
That man said parkour. Okay.
So did it look cool?
Wait, what are you asking? Was he asking me a question? Sorry.
I
was
just
trying-
asked you a question. So
Sorry,
did
I was
it
trying-
look- I'm putting 2 and 2 together of why I'm no longer up in the building or up in the compound, and I'm now at the bottom of the cliff and have healing wine in my mouth. Did it look cool?
I'm just gonna shush him again, and then I'm going to quietly say, "Yeah, it looked really cool." And then I'm going to low-key kind of motion over to why I'm telling him to be fucking quiet, please. Show him the skin flaps.
Artemis, he just sort of points off in the direction you see through this sort of smoke. One of them just sort of aimlessly stumbles in a couple of steps, looking off in your direction, stumbles in a couple of in a different direction, just sort of patrolling the same 5x5 area.
How far away is it?
About 40 feet.
40 feet. I will mentally communicate with Kaushik and say, yeah, it's a good idea. We should probably not use our mouths for any communication. So, yeah, we should just sneak back the way we came. Which direction is that?
I will motion in the direction.
All right.
We can still see Melgrim and Gorham from here, right?
They're a little bit around on the actual ramp. They're not in direct eyesight currently, but with a little bit of movement around this fort, you'll be able to see them fairly soon. I would like both of you to make stealth checks for me at disadvantage.
That's a 1.
I already have disadvantage. Haha.
God damn it.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
not taunt me. Double disadvantage.
Roll.
It went from a 21 to an 8.
Oh my god. Everybody roll initiative again, real quick.
roll. Tie your goddamn shoes, aren't you?
As Kaushik sort of helping you along, Artyom, the chemistry's just not right with her trying to help you along and you wanting to do it on your own, and you both end up getting tripped up and both trip over a couple of stones and just clink, 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 punk, punk, as this thing goes. and turns in your direction and starts running towards you. What would you like to do?
Roll
I
initiative.
will
Nope.
tell Kaushik, you go on ahead. I'll take care of this guy,
Okay.
and I will shapeshift into a frog.
Okay.
And like this, I am going to eat this motherfucker. He will not eat me.
Okay. All right.
Counter eat.
Kaushik, do you listen and start running?
Not a frog, a giant toad. Let me be a little bit more clear.
Yeah, you little tree frog.
He turns into gloob. Wait a minute.
How far is it from me? Well, before I go.
It's starting its turn 40 feet away from you guys.
Before I go, I'm gonna run after this. But before I go, I'm gonna toll the dead.
Okay. All right. What is that? A
I'm
wisdom
gonna toll
saving
its
throw?
ass. Yeah, roll a wisdom saving throw.
That is a natural 1.
Hell yeah! And then that'll be 2d8s.
No,
Because
dude.
it has
Oh yeah, that's right.
it hasn't
I
taken any
mean-
damage, I assume.
It
Has it
has
taken
not.
any damage yet? Okay.
Did it take necrotic damage?
No, it was outside of the compound, like your friends.
4 damage, and then I'm gonna start running. Or 4 necrotic damage, and then I'm gonna start running.
Okay, you can take your turn and spin around. It's gonna use its turn to run up to you, but it has to use its action to get all the way up to you, RTM. In your form. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna bite it and swallow it up.
Roll
and all
for
that
it.
stuff. Yeah, that's 22 to hit.
Yep.
Chomp.
How much damage does it do?
It only does 10 damage,
It dies.
but it's magical piercing.
Oh wait,
okay.
no, it doesn't. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
It is grappled.
It's grappled. Okay.
Can
Oh
I
wait,
turn
is
back
it
around
immune to
and-
poison damage?
It is immune to poison damage.
Okay, yeah, I thought it. So
Can I turn back around and toll it inside?
Depends on the spell's wording. Do
The
you have to
call
see
is
it?
coming from inside the house. I have to see it, I think.
Okay.
I don't have it swallowed entirely. It's just grappled. So I'm sure
Okay.
there's probably like legs flapping out of its mouth, out of my mouth.
Oh, that's fucking awful.
Like when the frog like grabs it and there's still like some wings hanging out the side.
I just imagine like a dog with a wet towel in its mouth, just sort of like swinging it back and forth. Oh God.
So the toll is coming from inside the house?
Okay. Yeah. If it's not swallowed yet, yeah, go for it.
You go for it. You gotta roll.
Oh,
wisdom
yeah,
saving throw. Disadvantage. You're grappled.
I don't think
Not
that's how that
quite,
works.
but it doesn't matter because I rolled a 9 minus 2, so 7.
Hell yeah. Okay. And it's missing hit points, and now it's 2d12. It's
Yeah,
about to be
indeed it is.
Kill it.
That is a solid 11 points of damage.
You feel the struggling in your mouth, RTM, just stop.
Well, it takes.
We did it.
I swallow the rest of its still body into
Oh.
my mouth for an additional 14 points of acid damage, and just turn that bitch in the mulch, and then hop on after Kaushik.
All right. You just froggy form up back to them. By this
I'm
point,
gonna turn while we're running. I'm gonna tell him teamwork makes the dream work.
Nah. I say in your mind.
Gandalin, Norgog, you're just sort of rolling up and you see Kaushik running currently, and you see a frog leaping up behind her.
It's all spectral and spooky looking,
It
so
is very-
presumably I can go, hey,
Yeah.
It is very much RTM.
huh? Can I see the compound all fucked up?
It didn't
Probably heard it.
do. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
did it make a boom?
It did make not really an explosion sound, but like a sort of winding of arcane energy before it made this necrotic energy ball in the middle of this compound.
So before we could see it, we're like, I wonder what that noise is. Shrug.
you may have heard something in the distance, but also you can clearly see the pylon is not there. So
Make
Glad to see
perception
the
check
chances
for
of it anyway.
cartwheeling ragdoll Artyom flying through the air.
they were looking at their own problems, unfortunately.
Damn it. Like, oh, that's crazy. Well, glad to see that that's taken care of. Am I still coughing? Do I still feel sick?
You're just sort of sitting there waiting until you cough.
Well, I mean, like
or
as we walk, like, do I feel any better? Like,
you don't feel
I
any
will
different currently.
shit.
Look in the sky.
Make a perception check for me.
What are froggy perceptions?
Turns out we're still not done with this fucking side mission.
That is 24.
RTM, you look up. The sickly green energy is still there, emanating from further into this direction that you were traveling. However, with no focal point now, sort of as you look up and with a 24, you see branches of it going wild at times. An arm of it will reach out and just sort of like one of those Tesla balls when you touch it, but the size of it will just branch off shortly into a direction and then just come back together.
We made it worse.
But it is still very much present.
Is there still like a tether going back to where we were?
No. That's what I'm saying. Right above you now currently, there seems to be, since there is no focal point for this thing to go, it is just going wild. It's traveling around above you currently in the same river-like fashion, but every now and again, just wild arms will just reach out into a random direction and just shoot off.
And so there's, I'm not really following. So the gas, the cloud is still there,
Correct.
and is now, it has no origin and is just arcing off, or there's like a mainstream coming.
It's
Yes.
got
So
multiple origins, but it doesn't come together anymore, right?
no. Like
No.
there is still a flow going further into the direction that you guys were traveling. There is still a main flow coming from this direction. However, with no focal point, it is just branching off in random directions at random intervals in different intensities. You see some of them actually not just go out on the same sort of plane, not sort of this 2D plane. Some of them, you see a crackle of green energies just sort of focus and then shoot straight down into the ground below.
Well, this is not good. I kind of was banking on this being the source. We have some hard decisions to make because I cannot keep going. We will probably all die if we don't rest. But I do not know if Milo will survive the night. I say into Gorham's head.
I mean, I can't push on much further either, so
Because I'm a
I
frog
don't
and
know
can't
what to tell
speak.
you.
Right.
Artyom says we need to make a hard choice. He can't go on much further, and neither can the rest of us, to be completely honest. But Milo might not make it through the night. So, what does everyone want to do?
We must weigh the decision based on what we know. If we continue through the forest without any rest, then we will all surely die. Versus one man. As much as I hate to say it.
We don't trade lives, Cap.
This is no trading. This is we will die. All of us.
This is hard fact. Whiteboard behind me.
Cannot move
Facts.
without assistance.
Melgrim
Being
can't move on
drugged
this one.
right now.
Yes.
Dragged. So
We have to
All
rest.
die.
We have to sleep.
we have to rest and hope that Milo lives.
How far is this energy arcing out?
It depends. It is varying wildly at this point. Some of it, like I said, is going straight down into the ground. It looks like some of them arc off as far as you can see for miles.
Okay.
And it is less controlled, and it looks like lightning bolts almost off this side of this. The origin of it, from where you see it sort of sickly green energy flowing in the air, still seems relatively tame until it gets to sort of to this point.
Okay.
Interesting. I do not know how close it is safe to camp to this thing. But I will say it is worth mentioning. That guy in there was not the same thing that broke the dome.
Yeah.
There was a figure different from the one we fought. It leads me
Yes.
to believe it was. There could be more. Or it could have just been an idol. Who knows?
We can't be sure.
Norgog, sort of
Regardless.
wiping the sweat from his brow, says, he's your friend. I know. This is a decision. If he makes it through the night, I can try something. I don't think I have the power to bring him back from where he is, but I could perhaps stop him from dying if he makes it through the night. But I'm on the same page as you. If I don't rest, we will die. This is a gamble. But it is your call.
We must rest. It is not an option to keep going.
We'll have
it's
to
definitely
find the
not an
safest
option
place
for
that we
me.
can. Artyom and I did fight another one of those skin suits before heading back over here. Why, he's a frog. So we're going to have to find a safer place. I don't really think anywhere is going to be safe. But
Is there? Oh shit! This is directly underneath. That place with wall, like a building, would have been nice, but it is not safe to stay underneath that cloud. So, can we make another dome?
I'll message Gorham again. Could you let them make sure this is decided, then we are going to buckle down for the night. Okay, yes, I can ritually cast the dome again, but if we press on, Milo can't come with us, and Melgrim might not be able to either. We might have to. This is going to be very difficult.
This may be or you're still messaging this just to Gorham,
Yeah.
correct? Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna say anything.
That's why I'm messaging Gorham.
I presume Gorham's relaying the information to us, right?
Yeah, I'll relay that. Our team says that Milo might not be able to follow us, and maybe Melgrim either, but he can cast the dome, and we can get some rest.
I believe it is probably better to have the discussion of whether we will press on, and if so, how we are going to do so with two people who can't move themselves in the morning. Be clearer thinking. Perhaps we'll have some ideas in the night. Who knows? Something might change.
All right. See. In that case, I will stop being a floppy frog.
Okay.
Fucking dragged. Like, well, I guess we're going back towards the trees. Turn back
okay.
around with Milo.
Yeah, we need to get out of here. We need to go back to the trees. We need to find. I will start casting the dome, and then I will get my familiar back, and I'll try to scout out a little bit while everyone starts to get a little bit of a rest. All right.
Okay.
Survival check with disadvantage. Ooh, 16 and 16, so 24.
What are you doing? Trying to find
Survival check with disadvantage to try to find a decent place that might be kind of out of the way, like maybe behind some thicker trees or brush or something to put the dome up.
Okay. Yeah.
And might not be like so close to where some of this stuff might be arcing into the ground nearby, or at least have obstructions between us and it.
Right. You do find a small thicket of trees and sort of ashy white vines that are just sort of growing together in this sort of crescent moon shape that you think would be a decent place to put your dome. You look up at this river, still visible from here. While you know you guys would be safe in the dome, this is obviously unpredictable at this point. You look at it and there is no rhyme or reason to what this thing is doing. Right. It is reaching out from straight down to small little sparks off the side to throwing out bolts that are just miles and miles long.
Right.
So you think anywhere. It would be probably as rare as a lightning strike, but lightning does strike. However, you do find a nice sort of covered space for the dome. Ritually casting it now, or would anybody like to do anything else?
Fuck no.
Okay. You guys make your way out carrying Milo. Norgog's still helping, but with multiples of you now, some of you have to help Melgrim move as well. Melgrim, is your legs just will not move for you right now. You guys make your way. RTM, you cast your dome, and you guys sort of press up into your dome. Is there any more planning or talking that you would like to be done before you guys start resting currently?
I'm listening to what people have to say, but once I'm inside the dome, I still have from character creation, I had enough gold to get 3 uses of calling my familiar back, so I'll expend one of those to start calling Barrick back.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's like a pound of sage or incense or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So this dome is smelling fresh right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
It is
probably a nice chicken base.
it actually is. It is because it fills the dome, and the dome not sort of allowing these smells of the surrounding burnt areas around you. It's a nice change of pace, and sort of reminds you of as much of a home as the boat was not. It sort of reminds you of the smells of the bottom cabin of the boat. You guys sit here. You bring Barrick back in his normal tropical bird form.
Yeah. Archelm's not even thinking about that at the moment. He's just sort of half awake while doing the ritual, and it's just like, well, probably like a dark raven would have been good, but here I am. I just bring him back as he was. Yeah. And was anyone saying anything while I was doing that? Because it's not a short thing to do.
Yeah. I'm not having any conversations. All I want to do is just like I'm laying there, getting like trying to fall asleep. I want to like pulled out my necklace has my parents' wedding rings on it. Kind of be holding on to that and kind of softly singing to myself.
I would like to, when we're all like laying out our bedrolls in the dome and everything, I want to lay my bedroll out by where Milo was laid. First, before I go to bed, I would like to, I'm going to cast Spare the Dying on him one more time, but I'm going to like kind of whisper to him, I don't know if this is going to do anything, but it's worth a shot. And so I'm going to cast that. And then I will lay down beside him, and I will hold on to his hand or his glove or whatever in his armor, and I would like to go through all of the happenings of the day, just kind of quietly talking to him, telling him everything that went on. And before I fall asleep, I would like to tell him, I'm going to do everything I can for you, Milo. I promise I will do everything I can for you. And then I go to sleep.
Okay.
Gorham's probably already asleep.
If Gorham's asleep, I'm definitely already asleep.
So I finished ritually casting Barrick. Everyone's asleep, and I'm just like, well, all right, I guess I'll scalp it.
I'm just laying there. So you hear like soft singing off to the side, not very loud.
RTM.
Not very good either.
Yeah, where's that performance check?
It's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not very loud.
I assume it's not very
Like
loud.
a little bit more weeping
Sobbing
noise,
while
like-
he's singing.
It's probably more of a hum, I would assume. No, I
The
don't think-
vague insinuation of words, that kind of thing.
Right. Any song that you want to sing to us? No? Okay.
Not anything that would be that wouldn't be loud. So.
Okay. All right. As you guys sit here in RTM, you're finishing up summoning Barrick. Kaushik, as you sort of just sit there rubbing on Milo's hand and holding his hand and just sort of whispering the day's happenings to him and giving your promises. RTM, you finish Barrick, summoning Barrick, and he looks up at you and says, I dropped something, and takes out of the dome, leaving you in there. He's gone.
Yeah, I can't capture him. I probably get ready to yell at him, but I don't want to draw attention. So I'm like, fuck.
Okay. You sit there for probably about 5 minutes to 5 or 10 minutes, just sitting there like, what the fuck? I just cast this spell and he just fucking takes off. Eric comes back in. What's up?
I just see Gorham rolling maul damage. Like, I'll teach you to be a bad familiar.
Boosh. Splat. Damn it. Just resummoned his ass.
Gorham is dreaming like in what's the game, Whack-A-Mole, but he's seeing the husks there and he's just imagining bonking them. Artyom, after a few minutes of sitting there being highly confused but knowing that you can't leave the dome because if you do it will collapse around your friends, Barrick comes hauling ass back into the dome, landing on your arm, and in his beak you see a small leather tube about that long. He sort of drops it in your hand.
Okay. I will read what it says.
Okay. You pop the top open, pulling out a small parchment paper, almost, small, very small in length. You unroll it, and you see the words "Dear Artyom" at the top in Erish's hand. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
It's just a middle finger drawn onto the piece of paper.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Go
Sincerely,
fuck yourself.
Irish.
I'm still crying.
You see the tear stains on the paper.
He said I spent the 100 gold on hookers and blow.
Jesus
send
Christ.
more out
Hell
of
of a
you.
time.
Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. If you're still with us, that was quite the episode. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. If you have not done so yet, please drop us a follow. Every little bit helps. You'll get notified every time we go live, which we stream every Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. Monday, we do our Ghost of Saltmarsh campaign by this guy over here, Mr. Gandalin and or Ian and or at Fear DOA. On Wednesdays, we do Tavern Talks, where we sit around and talk about various and sundry D&D things. And then on Saturdays, we do this with the Eberron campaign. So drop a follow if you've missed some of it or you're just now tuning in. Drop a sub on YouTube. We upload every week about 3 days after we go live. And we're on episode 19, so there's a lot of content to catch up on. And that's all I got. So take it easy and much love. Bye, guys.